Check 1, 2. Check, check, check 1, 2. Hey, 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 hey. Coming to you from the award-winning Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge, PCA's 2024 Best of Leaf Midwest Cigar Bar, Indiana's exclusive Aladino Cigar Lounge, it's the Final Third Podcast.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to the Final Third Podcast.
Except for we're not quite recording yet.
We are recording right now. It's actually, we're not recording. We're live. Yeah, that's right. Welcome to Adult Daycare here at Final Third.
We got Big Baby sitting here, JC Young.
Look at you, sexy. You're looking good. I like the hat. I got some of my family members here, man. My daughters are here.
Yeah, we got a great crowd already starting out for the day. This is great.
Yep. Super cool. We do have chat going. If you're joining us live, which we hope that you are, on YouTube. Even if you're here and you want to chat with us, jump on the YouTube channel and
heckle us. Heckling is encouraged.
Heckling is absolutely encouraged. Yes. It's the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday. I'm Scott.
I'm muted.
That's Mike.
I'm muted.
I gotta tune this up a little bit. Hang on.
There you go.
This is the issue with live.
It is.
You gotta get everything done. So
and he's Rob down there at the end.
I'm Rob.
Yep. And we are coming to you from again Adult Daycare here and live show today. We're going to be talking about some fun stuff. Some of our thoughts on cigars of the year, bourbons of the year.
Yeah.
What are we smoking today? What's the cigar we're going for?
So we're going to start off our day with a really great Crowned Head cigar. Actually, Osner family cigar made by Crowned Heads. It's the Pice Anastasia Red. So this is going to be a great way to start. A little bit more full-bodied Sumatra. Really nice cigar.
Synesthesia.
It's kind of like Anastasia, but not.
But with more sin. There's more sin in it.
The evil stepsister.
Yes.
It is Black Friday. If you experienced Blackout Wednesday, and then, of course, Thanksgiving, where you're around friends and family and always going to have a good time.
Yeah, I think I got up and had coffee with my liver this morning.
Is that what it was? Yeah. Coffee with your liver? Yeah, okay. That's a thing. Yeah, I definitely drank a little bit yesterday. I don't know about you guys, but I
didn't drink much yesterday.
I drank a lot.
I had a little bit of just one little pour, and that was about it.
I think I did like 3 bottles of wine.
No, that was just during Domino's.
Right, just during Domino's, just when we were playing Mexican
that didn't
Train.
Count everything else.
Now, we went and saw Wicked yesterday. Took the kids to see Wicked. we went and saw the play years ago. Thank you. And it was awesome. And actually, the movie was really well done too. So.
But you said it was a two-parter, right? I didn't even know that.
Honestly, I didn't either. Most people did, apparently, if they were following it, but I don't really pay that much attention. So
Now, do you have any problems with people singing?
I didn't hear them, but I do know Lisa was singing during the show, but you couldn't hear her. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's been a thing with this. Like, they've been warning people and, like, kicking people out of the theater. They're like, no, you cannot sing along. Let people watch the movie. Okay.
It'll turn into like a Rocky Horror Picture Show where everybody has to
Participate. Yep, absolutely.
It's literally a musical.
Right, I've seen
Why does people
yeah,
care if
yeah.
you're singing? I mean, I
I
get
don't
it if you
know.
don't want people
It
singing
seems
loud,
silly,
but come on,
yeah.
man. It's fun. All right, so let's get lit up here and lit up.
Yes.
So-
So I did cold draw this thing, and it is nice and chocolatey.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's awesome. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's going to be a very full cigar.
really is, yeah.
Yep.
Well, we got a few things we're going to sip on today. Nothing that well, there's one thing we haven't tried on the show. I don't think there might be two. So we definitely tried the West Fork barrel pick from CIBS. So we got that to finish out with if we need some extra whiskey. We've got the J. Mattingly. This is the Indiana small batch pick that they did. Indiana Select batch number 4. This was the light whiskey, wasn't it, Mike?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is a light whiskey. Their light whiskey is amazing. They end up aging that stuff in rum barrels, and it gets this nice tropical note in there that's really great. So we can have some of that. And then Mike brought something along special, too.
I did. I have no idea what it is.
Oh, good.
It's from Whiskey Thief Distilling. It's in a fancy plastic bottle with a screw top.
Nice.
So it's a pint. The only thing I know is it's 97 proof, 72, 18, 10. And it's 9-year.
The good thing is it's plastic, so you can
Yeah.
keep that and use that as a flask to take into places that actually
Perfect.
check the
Yeah,
metal.
it's a beautiful display. So
Yeah.
Every
not
time
that
I
you should
see
do that.
I don't know what it is about those pint bottles, but I always think of the movie Hoosiers. And
Yeah.
the player's dad that's a drunk.
Yeah. Carries
Just
one
something
around.
about it. He's like always got like the pint bottle carrying around with him.
Yep.
it's a beautiful thing.
By the way, we should welcome back Mike.
Yeah.
Mr. Bother,
Oh, hey, yeah.
our producer. He
Here I
was
am.
not here last time, and we didn't know what the hell we were doing.
Well, Mike's taking on Will's role. He's a little bit more pretentious now. He's a little bit more, he knows
Who am I
everybody. I
hotting
don't
up
have
with?
time for you people.
Pacers.
Yeah.
Still never been on the court.
Oh man,
You will be.
I don't even know how that's freaking possible.
Shoot, I've been on the court, dude.
Literally 2 years I've been going there,
I've never been on the court.
and
Just
I've
always
never been on the
under it.
court. So, I don't even know how to get to the team store.
It's
I don't
literally
go
in the
like-
front door.
Yeah, but I don't go in the front door. I
Oh,
go
that's
in the
true.
I
He's
go
a
in security.
backdoor man.
You like
I'm a backdoor man.
backdoor man.
I'm a scat man. Ski beep 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 beep.
So
I'm back.
Which bottle are we pouring? Because I feel like I'm starting to sober up from yesterday's.
You want to try with these
adventure,
first?
so-
Finish with that.
It's lower.
Yeah, I have no hopes for this. So let's
Well,
start with
let's start with
things
that and
that.
finish
Yeah,
something better
so
than-
you don't have low hopes. You have no hopes.
Yeah, it's not low.
Let's
it's
try it.
0.
Okay.
I've
Well,
heard-
then maybe
I mean,
we'll get
I've-
surprised.
So Whiskey Thief used to be 3 boys, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people they have a cult following, man. So it'd be
Yeah,
interesting to
it's a
see
cult.
what this is, and you never know. It could be really good.
Could be terrible.
Could be, but we got high hopes, Mike.
I don't.
We got high
We
hopes.
usually bring it here and be like, hey, try this. It's horrible.
Yeah, here, try this. Tastes like shit.
No, you're the only one that does that to us.
Well,
Will.
the cap doesn't come off, so you can
Happened
reuse this.
once.
That's cool.
Does it? Does this smell bad to you?
Well, Mike's going big, Def.
Get it on that.
No hope.
Look, God. Hey, wife. Jennifer,
Jennifer.
Thank you, bud.
can you grab me a cup empty, please? You're my hero.
You're gonna dump that?
Most likely.
Oh, we'll
So-
leave it on.
Here's the
what
cap
was
that didn't open.
What was the details on this thing? You just randomly found it in the store? or
Oh no!
something?
So my one of my buddies, thank you. One of my friends is I've worked with him in broadcasting for a long time, 15 years. He worked at Wave 3 with me when I worked there, and he still works there.
Okay. go
He
ahead.
was part owner, or is part owner of Whiskey Thief.
Okay.
So shout out Lee Holman for hooking us up.
So it's 97 proof, 9-year age.
The numbers there are the mash.
Yep, 72, 18, 10. I'm telling you what, man, the nose reminds me of a Beam product. I don't know why. Just reminds me of that Beam on the nose. I haven't tasted it yet.
Will, you're being summoned. What the fuck are you drinking?
Wheat.
That,
Yeah, everybody's
that
wanting
looks
their
like a cup of whipped cream. Not
everybody's
a cup
wanting
of coffee.
their coffee this morning. It's not even morning now. It's now afternoon,
Yeah.
but
I know we're late.
Thanksgiving hangover, man. I
So-
don't know. This isn't bad, but it's a bit sweet for me.
It's
Yeah.
sweet. Well, it's 97 proof
Yeah.
too. It definitely has the oak.
That's
at,
why.
at 9 years, it's got the oak, but it almost has just a slight tannic thing going.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I
got
don't
kind
get
of
I don't get the bean nuttiness on it at all. So I don't know what it is.
the one good thing about this is being a lower
Here she
cost
comes
whiskey
to
and
wreck
all
the
that.
day.
Yeah.
Sorry, your wife's here.
My wife. But I don't know. It leaves a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. Now,
Yeah.
that could be 3 bottles of wine left over from yesterday, so
Could
it's
be.
really hard for me to do
A little bit
some.
of sediment.
Yeah, the sediment, the wine sediment that we had a 2015 bottle of Cabernet or blend
From?
rather. I don't even remember. What was it?
From.
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 Sorry, we'll try to keep the inside jokes out.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna fill Rob in on all these jokes because
Right,
it was pretty.
right.
We had a pretty funny day last night.
Yes. Yes.
Because I'm funny looking apparently. I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't either. I mean, at times I'm like, this isn't bad. Then I get that little bit of tannic thing on the tongue that I don't like. So I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not sure about it.
I bet you anything, if this was at full proof, that tannic stuff would just be
Too much.
overbearing.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
It's not terrible. If I bought this bottle and it was $50, I'd say, yeah, it's not bad. If I paid $100, I probably wouldn't be too happy.
Yeah, I
about
couldn't tell you what they're charging for
But
any
that's
of
a
their
pint.
stuff.
I was
I
gonna
know.
say, not
I'm
that
saying
Saying
full
it's 50,
bottle.
full
I'm saying
bottle,
full bottle.
50
Yeah,
bucks.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's not one I would want to pay a lot of money for.
I don't. Yeah.
I think this is the one I'd stick in my empty Blanton's bottle just for those people who are like, oh, I want some Blanton's.
Want Blanton's, and they don't know any better.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to dump. I never do this.
Told
Yeah.
you. I'm here for it.
Thanks,
brave
Mike.
it.
So-
I appreciate
Well,
that.
we'll get into the whiskey or the West Fork because I think we've all had that. That's the amber corn, and then we'll get into the one that I don't think we've done on the show yet.
So, we had 2 turkeys yesterday, and I've always kept
Was
turkey.
one wild?
No, no, but that would have been
No, that would have been funny though.
that would have been
Shit,
good.
Wild turkey, wild turkey.
So Mike deep fried one, and I roasted one,
Cool.
and I did kind of a traditional, just butter herb, that
Yeah.
that kind of standard turkey, and it was definitely good.
Yeah.
Not to pat myself on the back, but Mike deep fried his with Cajun butter,
Jalapeno
and
butter.
jalapeno, and-
Jalapeno butter.
And I'll tell you, man, I'm gonna have to change up my game because that was way better
That's cool.
than just standard.
It's
I got
killer,
water.
isn't it?
Let me get that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I saw there was a couple people post the same video feed. It was all that happy deep fried turkey Thanksgiving, and it
Thank
was
you.
all these explosions happening around the world. People trying to do
Well,
it.
I'm a veteran, man. There's no there's no error. There's no room for error when you're
There is no
frying.
room for error in that.
So
And he was doing it at my house, so I
Yeah.
appreciate the safety.
Yeah.
yeah, the tin almost blew over, but that was after the
that
fact.
was way later.
We almost had our Wizard of Oz moment when the tent decided to take
Yeah,
off.
the tent was trying to leave. Janelle Deschong, everyone.
At least, yeah. All the Deschongs.
All the Deschongs are
Yeah,
here. The
they're all
Deschong
here.
clan is here.
No, this is only like 20th of the Deschong clan.
Well, whatever.
Remember, we're
It's
filthy.
not even that much.
We are absolutely filthy in this part of the state.
Roll deep.
Yep, absolutely.
Roll
You come to
deep.
P-Town, that's our town.
All right, so if you guys are watching this anywhere but here, right now live, get out here because today we're gonna have some great deals going on today. I know we talked a little bit about them, but I've added a bunch of some boxes up onto the cart here that have extra percentages off, 20, 25. I'll even have some 30s out there at some point. 30% off a box of cigars, 20% off a box of cigars is kind of unheard of unless you're getting a hell of a deal. So we've got that out here.
So what you're saying is you have heller deals.
Heller deals, baby. Yes, yes. 20% off all of Aladino boxes, every Aladino box we have here, which also
raffle's
gets
still
you into the raffle for the humidor, plus some extra cigars with that too. It's a great deal too. I mean, That's definitely a humidor I think everybody would like to have. I
Well,
definitely
have
want
it.
one.
I own it. Yeah,
I
love
don't
it.
own one yet. I need to own one myself.
It's
So
really, really good.
maybe
man.
I'll get into the entry and try.
I was gonna say maybe you should
Ooh,
grab
yeah.
some Aladinos and we'll get your name entered.
You didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't put any restrictions on that, did you? Like
Yeah,
you're
I
eligible.
did.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah, I probably did.
Well.
Plus, we're doing 20%
And
off
if you
all
didn't,
merch.
Lisa did.
Huh?
If you didn't put
Oh,
restrictions
yeah,
in,
Lisa already did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 20% off merch.
All merch.
So you can get our faces on your back
Yes.
because we have these awesome Final Third Cigar podcasts.
Or you can wear them backwards and have them on your front.
That'd be weird, but do it if that's what you want.
Or you can
Yeah.
wear them inside out backwards and have us suck it on your nip. Oh, no, that's fine.
I should have
Views
gotten.
expressed by Rob, no, not necessarily.
We should have done like the infomercial bottom part, like buy here, $59.99, 6 payments of $59.99.
Well, you know, my favorite thing is when I'm watching a video or scrolling through a website on my phone and the ads literally take over the entire phone so that you can't see anything. I'm
I
like,
know.
This is the worst.
Yeah.
It's gotten completely out of control.
Well, especially this time of year because everyone's paying for ads.
Exactly.
It's Black
Yeah.
Friday, so
Yeah.
you'll have one post for every 5 ads right now. So
Yeah.
just don't get on social media unless you're watching us.
Ads are better than political commercials.
That is very true. Thank God we're not having that anymore.
I mean, our shit's funny, so.
Yeah.
Ish. We think it's
Yeah,
funny.
we think it's funny.
We think it's really funny once we get some drinks in us. I mean-
Exactly. You get 3 or 4 bourbons in, and you're like, hey, this is hilarious.
well, and also if you're watching on the video, you can see it out here. But if not, we have flights available now. Thank you, Mike or Scott, for hounding me the entire time getting that thing going.
You can sing it. Or you just-
But we got them.
Yeah.
We got those out now. So we got 5 different flights. We've got a barrel pig flight, Kentucky flight, Indiana flight, craft flight, and a rye flight.
JC ordered one.
JC's got one. Yeah, he was the first one to order one. So
Tam said, "Sorry it took so long," and in my mind I was thinking, "Yeah, sorry it took a year and a half for you to get this."
I ordered this a year and a half ago.
We finally got it in. Hey, service. That's what they're all about here at Final
Yes.
Third.
hey, everything else has been great. That's one thing I did take a very long time to do. Honestly, there were a lot of reasons why I drug my feet on that, but
I think having to go through 3 point of sale systems might have contributed to that.
that was a big part of it. There was no way to actually track it with the other systems, and we finally have our system set up where we can track it. So, I mean, literally in the last couple of weeks, we got that finalized.
Yeah.
She got everything in inventory, so now we can actually do it. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
I like it. I think it's workable.
It's
yeah,
a good
it works.
excuse.
It is a good excuse.
It's a solid excuse.
Yep. I mean, we've had a lot going on. It's been a busy year. You know, we're
It
down
has
here
been.
to
It's been a
the.
fun year, man. I mean, that's something we ought to talk about over the next few episodes before the end of the year. You know, some of the places we've gone on the podcast and some of the things we've done. It's been a blast. Some of the people we've met. I mean, it's been a really, really fun year. I'm so excited that we do this together because otherwise, I don't think we'd have met some of these people.
Yeah.
Or at least had an opportunity to get in the room with these people.
Well, I-
And that was really cool.
So we were talking about that yesterday. I, did the typical what you're thankful for, like around the table. But I said you can't say friends or family, right? So you got to say
That's a given. Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
that's what
And
it
it
is.
should
Is
be a
people
given.
always kind of like, oh, my friends, my family, all that stuff. It's like,
And then if everybody says it and somebody does it, you're the bad guy.
exactly. Suddenly, hey, look at you asshole. Yep. So, one of the things I talked about was this podcast. I mean, we started with this crew and this format in February of this year.
Yeah, we're coming up on a year.
And it's crazy to even consider that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
pretty wild. And I'm very thankful for you guys and, being able to
I love you, man.
let me come on here. I did not
Same
take
here.
a gummy this morning, so
So no love yous.
yeah, that I love you, man, is genuine. It's not influenced.
At all.
No.
I feel it. I feel the love.
Yeah, I'm with you though. I think this has been a lot of fun. I mean, it takes time. There's a lot of setup. There's a lot of moving parts. Mike spends a lot of time editing and all this stuff. Hopefully, Mike still likes it when he has his job with the Pacers where he's scrambling.
I gotta have my relief from regular.
Maybe what
day-to-day
you do
work,
is you
so
take your stuff to work with you and you just use the Pacers equipment to edit.
That's the plan.
I mean, no, you won't be doing that.
No.
No,
I'm sure they won't
no.
have a problem with that.
No.
No.
put that in-
I'm sure Halliburton's listening right now.
Yes.
So no.
That was in
Yeah.
your rider, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Shout out to our friend the Bearded Bourbon. He's watching.
Oh,
commenting.
nice.
Appreciate
Logan.
that. Yep. We wish you were here too.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt, bud.
Love it. So let's.
I'm glad somebody pulled that up because I haven't pulled it up.
So while,
Yeah,
while we're feeling thankful and thinking of back on the year, Rob had a good idea of us to talk about our favorite cigars and whiskeys of the past year.
Yeah.
So
I've edited that a little bit.
Okay.
So I'd like for us to, we'll discuss our favorite cigars, favorite whiskeys, whatever. Just talk about it, and then towards the end of the year, what I'd like to do is have the podcast crew come up with a 5-pack of our favorite cigars of the year, but they don't have to be just this year. Maybe just coming into our humidor this year. But ones that we can get regularly, so we can put them in a 5-pack sampler and sell them at a discount, so people can try some of our favorites. So I want to do that towards the end of the year.
Okay.
I like
yeah,
that.
because I was going to say, like,
sample.
my overall favorite of this year was one that I had in New Jersey when I was traveling. It was from my father, the Union.
Yeah.
They did the collab with Tatuaje.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was like a $65 cigar.
Yeah.
So, like, it was up there, but I was just sitting there smoking. Someone else was paying for it, so I tried that, and that was probably one of the best ones that I've had of 2024. That was released in 2024.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about stuff that is here, well, that was here, Fumanoche.
Still here.
Still
Still
here?
have a few.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I was going to say, I'm out,
smoked
so I
one
figured
just,
you were out.
I smoked one the
I
other
still
day.
got a few, and I don't know if that one's gone. I think we should be able to get that again. I'll have to clarify that with Trey Mack, but
Yeah, I
I'm
wasn't
pretty
sure
they
if that
do.
was a limited run or if that's going to be...
I should know this, but I don't off the top of my head because I bought so many of them. I don't
Say
remember.
that one won Cigar of the Year with Cigar and
Cigars and Spirit magazine,
Spirit
yeah,
magazine.
Cigar
Heck
of the
yeah.
Year. That was a great honor for them.
So they
and
agree with
honestly,
you.
it's so unique to them because everything
It's a
that
different profile.
It's a totally different
Yeah.
profile because a lot of their cigars tend to be a little bit milder, a little bit smoother, in that medium range
Oh, yeah.
maybe. Until you get to the Corojo Reserva and that Fumanoche,
Yeah.
Sumatra, those are a little bit more full body,
But then they had, like, the Candela that they came out with, and, like, it was just, like, all over the place last
yeah,
year. And
they really
then
were, and that's really shows that they're in it for the long haul now because
They got range.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. They
Yeah,
do.
so
and no one's
that's
looking at
pretty
them as the mild Honduran brand anymore. They're looking
Right.
at them saying, "Oh, they got range now."
Oh,
so
sure. So
that was
what would be your whiskey then, Rob?
whiskey?
Do you want to do something that you have on the bar or just 2024 in general?
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to
Okay.
be on the bar, but it's probably stuff that I've gotten on the bar because that's where I'm drinking now.
Right.
I will say, well, how many do we want to talk about per each person right now?
I would do one or two maybe. I mean, I was going to do like one from the bar here.
Okay.
And then one not from here.
Well, I won't.
Like-
And,
in
and if we're
general.
going to be spending the next couple of weeks putting these together, we have the right to change our mind.
We can, yeah. And I will tell you, I'm not going to steal Scott's because I know his.
Oh,
but
I don't think you do.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, my favorite. Oh, you mean the top of this year for
Yeah.
bourbon?
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
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 Is that where we're
Azul.
going with bourbon now?
It's not
Yeah,
even a
yeah, it
question.
was-
I mean,
Did none of the
honestly-
rest of us get to talk about cigars? You just passed
Well,
right
I
over
wanted
us.
to see what
the
his
shit,
whiskey
dude? I mean,
was.
come on.
Hey.
Well, Mike's back. I think it's all about
I
It
know.
is- it's all
I
about
know.
me,
Suddenly,
so-
we now know what we're doing. It's whatever
Yeah.
Mike tells us to do.
Well, I wanted to clarify the rules, so
There are no rules.
okay.
The
so now
rules
we've
are there are
clarified the
none.
rules. The
Yes.
rules are that Scott doesn't get to go.
Apparently, that's what it is. The
Yeah.
rules.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nobody
so-
cares. Nobody cares about my opinion anyway.
That's true.
It's okay.
But we all love you and appreciate you.
Yeah.
So skip whiskey, go to cigars, and then
Oh,
we'll work backwards.
shit.
Since
I
I
already
said
had
my
it.
cigars.
All right. So
I love that Rob wrote this down. He did homework and stuff. I thought
I
about
have
it for
to.
like a second.
No.
Fuck, I
I
did-
write this down
I
during
did
the
the
year,
same
otherwise I'll
thing.
forget.
Oh, nice.
See, I always do like my favorite cigars of the year. It can be limited editions, whatever. I also like to put in there the ones that are regularly available, and I also like to put out the best budget cigar of the year. Honestly, the best budget for me is the same brand as it was last year, the McAllister Head.
Boom. That was exactly what I was going to say.
It is. I mean, you can get the Robusto for a little over $8. I mean, honestly, we have taxes here. I think the MSRP is only $7 on that cigar, but with our
it's
taxes,
insane.
it's $8.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite budget. Of the releases that were like limited editions, the Knuckle Sandwich Chef Special. I was gonna say, I mean, the 56 is on my list, but the 55 was super new and special. 56 was great, but I love that Chef Special this year.
Sure.
I didn't want to have 14 Espinosas on there because they were all good. but that one was really good too.
I had the exact same pairing there.
Yeah, I like those a lot.
Califred
So I
and
won't.
the Chef Special.
And then, of course, like the Cameroon Reserva from Aladino and the Fumanoche, those were both really great releases from them. Totally different profiles. First Cameroon Puro ever created, and they did a really good job, and they sold out in like a week. So that's really good news. A couple of the other ones from different brands. Drew Estate came out with that freestyle kit with the black and shade to black. Great Connecticut, man. It does not. It comes across as a Connecticut just on the lips and on the little bit of flavor, but it's so much more bold and flavorful
That one blew my
underneath
mind.
it. So good. So I was real excited about that one. And then Crowned Heads had the Yellow Rose and the Tennessee Waltz. The Yellow Rose. I mean, both of them
Forgot
are great.
about that Yellow Rose.
The Yellow
man. That
Rose
thing
is the
was awesome.
Bellicoso, and I love Bellicosos. It was really, really nice as well. And then this year's new Crowned Heads Las Calaveras was delicious. Now I'll throw in an extra one just because it just got here. It's almost too late to make it a yearly cigar, but that ORT Las Ace Provincia is delicious too.
It's really good, but it is peppery.
It is,
I
and
mean-
that's what I like about it though.
Yeah, if you
That
like
was
those pepper
that was a
bombs,
strong one for sure.
It kind of went over for me.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little too much.
So you might want to
Final
back
Third on
up
that
to go
one,
to
really.
you want to go to last year's then.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the same
ZDT.
blend, but it's a smaller
yeah,
ring gauge.
the
It doesn't
ZDT,
get
right?
peppery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I love the ZDT. It's fantastic. And it's not that I didn't like that one. It was just, it was
It's an
so
expensive
much.
everyday smoke too. Like,
Yeah.
It is, it
$18,
is.
$19 on
20
20 on that one. So
$20. I think our price is $20.99. But it's the same price it's been for the last 3 years.
yeah, so you know
So
what you're getting at least.
They haven't increased the price, but they haven't. I mean, it's still kind of a pricey cigar. So,
They'll get there.
all right. So, anybody else on cigars?
You know,
You stole all mine.
Oh, sorry.
But
So
at least we agree, and they're all great.
Yeah.
I will say, like, there were cigars that I smoked for the first time. I mean, I've been a cigar smoker for quite a while, but I just always shop local, and there's some brands that don't appear here, and I'm not scouring the web. I mean,
Yeah.
I like getting together with the people and smoking cigars.
Yeah.
I smoke them at home, of course, in the mornings, and sometimes watching a movie or something out on my back porch. But mostly, I like being around people when I'm smoking cigars, so
Yeah.
it does limit some to where I'm smoking.
Right.
And I had not had Ligas before.
Yeah.
And I had the T52. I
Stuck on
smoked
that one now,
one
aren't you?
last night. I tell you, man, it's a good cigar.
I've always
Yeah.
been a Liga 9 guy.
And that's what most people are, is the 9.
but it's
the-
also more peppery, and that may be not what you
that
enjoy.
could be
So,
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
So that T52 for me was pretty awesome. I was also really encouraged. I mean, not that we need any more evidence that Espinosa makes very fine cigars.
Yeah.
But the lounge exclusive that I got over in Des Moines, in Iowa.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that thing was really, really good. I've got a few of them, so
That's cool.
yeah.
I know. I wish we could get more of those.
Yep. It was a good cigar.
So
Yeah.
when are the Shikakas coming then, Rob?
They're not. They're a lounge exclusive for somebody. They're
No
not going to
way.
be for us.
Oh, that's right. Those are the TAA ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's call the harbor.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get some,
Yeah.
but I'm kind of hoping it. Well, I'm not supposed to say that. Never mind. I'm
We
kind of
won't
hoping there'll be
say
some
that
available
today.
we can get. Yeah.
It's a lounge exclusive, not at this lounge.
Yes, it's
We're
TAA
gonna get 'em.
shops. You have to be in business for so many years, and you have to be invited to be a part of it. And from what
But-
I've heard, there's a lot of shops that have kind of been backing out of it because they're required to buy. There's no, here, how many one
Oh,
you
if
want? It's
oh,
like, this is what you
have
get.
To, you have to carry them.
And some of them are going, I just can't do that because I mean,
Yeah.
you saw Harbor, man. They had
Well, they
they
have
had
all of them.
TAA from the last 3 years.
They just have an island of TAA cigars. Like that was it. So
Yeah. And the thing is, don't sleep on them, man. If you go to a shop that's a TAA
they're
shop,
definitely different.
I mean, every one that I tried of all the different TAA cigars were delicious. Crown
Yeah.
Heads, Espinosa,
Especially the Murcielagos.
Tatuaje. Yeah, they were all great. So
So speaking of Harbor, shout out to Harbor. Are they technically Destin?
they're between Destin
Between
and
Destin
Panama
and Panama
City.
City.
Yeah.
They will ship. So what we're talking about, I don't know if there's any TAA shops.
I'll have to do
What's our
research.
closest?
I don't know if there's any in Indiana or not.
Well, in any manner, check out the Harbor.
Yeah.
In Destin, they'll ship. So buy them.
There you
I
go.
like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Buy 'em, do it.
Did you guys
Ari's
smoke
here.
anything that was disappointing? I know we don't. We usually are pretty positive on this show, but every now and then we don't knock brands or anything. But I would say something maybe that just didn't
Didn't hurt our
match up
palate.
to your palate.
I'm gonna say no because I don't. I smoke so regularly on the things that I smoke here that I don't think I really ventured out too far of like my palate.
Yeah, and that's the thing too is if you know the blend on a cigar, you can pretty quickly tell.
Right.
It's hard
What it
too, 'cause
is.
I've got so many, especially with you guys. I've got so many. Hey, you got to try this. Hey, you got to try this. My
Yeah.
list is so long with stuff I need to try that I don't go out and just like, oh, what's this one?
Yeah.
Right.
Because I'm like, oh, I need to try one of those. I remember
This
I
one's
need to
shaped
try
like
one
a
of those.
stick.
Yeah.
Well, and I will say, another one we totally blew past the HVC Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Right.
Black Friday.
right.
That's
That
a
thing
good
was
one.
delicious, but I
Yep.
could see that being one that a lot of people could be off put by,
Yeah.
because that Ometepe tobacco has a unique spice flavor that you either like it or you don't, and I love it. But I could see some people going, "Oh, that didn't taste like the tobacco I like."
The hot
Exactly.
cake was pretty solid too. I did like
Hot
the hot
cakes are
cake.
I like
great,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
it was
that one
good.
was. I really like that one.
And
Scott
that's
picked me
another
up.
one too. The hot cake,
Yeah.
the Golden Line is a new release
Yeah.
from them.
I got my 2 hot
That's
cakes
good.
right here before they sell out.
There you
so.
go. We
They're
still
going
have some.
quick.
We still have some though.
Yeah, but they're gonna go.
they come in
so.
boxes of 50, so we're not selling boxes of those. We're
Nice.
selling by the individual.
When
so.
did the Aladino Sumatra come out? Was that this year?
I think it was the end of last year.
Was it the end of last year?
I think
couldn't
so,
remember.
yeah.
I think it was the tail end of last year.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It was. 'Cause
Okay.
I had it on my list last year.
Yep. Yeah. That's right. You called it the cigar of the year.
God, you were on those
One
too
of
for a
those,
while.
yeah.
Yep. What was that?
You were on those for a while.
Dude, I got a brand new box at home.
Do you?
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
on them then.
I was in here and I took advantage of the fact that my wife had had a little too much to drink. I didn't have to ask her. She was
Well-
sitting over there with Liesel and like just, drunk talking. Nobody could understand him. It was all cursive.
Yep.
Yeah, the next
Brought
morning
that
she's
with
like,
his
did you,
baby decoy.
well, yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah. Hey, Liesel, do me a favor. Get Janelle hammered. I can buy more cigars.
She won't know.
Well, and that's the
Right.
thing too. If you are listening to this, any of those cigars from Aladino sound good, they're all 20% off today, plus an extra 4-pack of the classifieds, plus chances to win the humidor setup.
Our
Dr. J,
Chattanooga
everyone.
cheerleader
Dr.
just showed up.
Hey, Doc.
Dr. J in the house.
He's got his Chattanooga shirt on. That's
Yep.
really odd for him.
Yeah.
That's so bizarre.
That's why I called him the Chattanooga cheerleader.
Look at him. He's giving me a back. He's giving me a green look.
So, okay, so we did our cigars so far. So
Yeah.
let's start with Rob again on the whiskeys.
Well, we'll just do one at a time.
yeah, that's fine.
Because I don't know if these are considered my favorite of the year,
Or
but
just what you think.
I
What you're feeling. What are you feeling,
really,
Rob?
Because you remember Lisa really loved the Heaven Hill 17. I love the Heaven Hill 18. I just really enjoy that one. That was one of the ones I really liked a lot. I will say Parker's Heritage is really right there with it with me.
I could 100% agree with that.
Those two are probably my favorites, and of course I love Heaven Hill anyway, so it makes sense why I would love those two. But those are probably my top 2 of the year so far.
Solid.
And I don't think there's anything else come out this year, so
Oh, there's plenty. I mean, Michter's 20 is coming out now. Like it's hitting.
that'll be impossible for me to get because I don't have the
I know.
Michter's lineup. I've got one Michter's up there.
Yeah.
I say I had the Heaven Hill 20 on my list too because
The
just
20.
yeah.
Okay, I had the
do like
18.
the 18.
Yeah.
but the 20 just hit just a little bit better for me. But the other one I want to kind of highlight that really caught me off guard was the Gem of Kentucky.
I was
Yeah.
going to say
At
2XO.
Hacienda.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
That was
really good.
That
I mean,
was very good.
That was the first time I'd had Sneakerhead, and I was really shocked by Sneakerhead.
Jen
And then
really likes
he-
that one.
He busted out the Gem of Kentucky, and I was just like, wow, I kind of need one of these.
well,
They're, by the way, those are all on the shelf at Kroger at Olean
Yeah.
that's
they?
awesome.
at retail.
Oh, awesome.
That's
yeah,
cool.
so like $159 for that gem.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, and I'll throw out the other ones I have because I know you guys have some different ones. The Heaven Hill Grain to Glass Weeder was
Yeah.
one that, because I'm not a weeder guy, that one was
I
one that
liked-
really
I liked
shocked
the
me
rye,
how much I
but
liked it. And a lot of people love the rye. The bourbon didn't get as much love.
Too soft.
It was too soft, lower proof, and it also it went off the profile for Heaven Hill, which I think people already love their bourbon, so why would you do?
Right.
But they were doing on purpose. The I'm not going to say the one because I know that's yours. The Chattanooga Founders 12 this year was absolutely beautiful, and so is the rye. The rye was
I was
great.
going to say the port.
And then I really, really loved the Woodford Masters Collection, the 121-2 this year. That was really great. And then we've tried some Jack and Old Forester rye picks lately. They were great, but those are picks. So
Yeah. ILG.
yeah.
That was a solid one.
ILG, Total Wine.
Total
Yeah.
Wine, yeah.
Yeah, the Nora one.
Well,
was
the
really
one
good.
that you got down that Janelle got for you down in
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. Yeah.
Solid.
No, was it Chattanooga?
It was.
Yeah.
It was when we were on that
Okay,
trip.
yeah,
Yep.
because we were on the river.
That was the
having
gift
dinner.
basket.
Yeah, that was when we should have got on the bus.
To get some sippies.
Sippies.
Yep.
I'm still disappointed. That could have been an episode right there.
It could have been.
Or we
It
could have
was-
got murdered and never done another episode
You would
again.
have been you'd have been rolling
you know
Cheech
how
and
many
Chong
single white
blunts.
women would have watched your show when you got murdered and they put a documentary about you?
Yeah,
You'd
I
been
know.
infamous.
I do it from the grave.
Yeah.
Instead of calling it you, we'll call it him.
You just assume it's gender.
Just,
I did. Look at that beard.
Wow.
the bearded lady.
All right. Well,
All right. What other
Okay.
bourbons, you guys?
Will, you got one call out?
Yeah, the Gem of Kentucky was probably the one that shocked me the most this year, outside of just the higher end stuff that was just blowing our palates away.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Well, some of those, it's like gonna pick. Okay, I'm gonna pick. George T. Stagg is like a whiskey of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck getting it.
That's the
Right?
thing. It's
I
hard to
mean,
get some of those.
So if I'm gonna call one out, first of all, call out what I thought was the best bourbon I've ever tasted, and that was Russell's Reserve 15 year.
Yeah, that's on my list.
That's the one he skipped for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just and look, I mean, this is all just judgment, right? I mean, it's everybody's palate's different, so
Exactly.
claiming that one is better than the other, it's like people that love Fred Minnick. Well, you probably have a palate like Fred's, and when he picks things that he says are awesome, and you taste them, you probably are going to think they're awesome.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the fun of getting together with other people and doing some of these tastings to figure that stuff out. Now, the bottle that I would pick for bourbon of the year, Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
It's hard not to with that,
right?
really.
It's $38 to $42 depending on where you're at.
It's my everyday pour.
It's readily available now. Everybody went nuts about it when it first came out, and then suddenly the market was just flooded.
Yeah.
And so it only had like a 2-week period where people were being idiots about it. And now it's a shelf staple.
It
I mean,
is.
it should
Say
be in
that's on
every bar in
single
America.
One of our bar, every single.
Yeah.
We've all had bottles of that sitting there right now.
Yeah.
at home.
We've all crushed mini bottles of that.
Absolutely.
I have a collection if anybody needs any empty bottles.
And I mean, there is something to be said about going out and finding like a store pick and being able to go out and even do your own barrel pick with a group of guys, whatever.
Yeah.
But creating something that is that good at that price point and that readily available,
Yeah.
I mean, it just isn't done all that much.
And the funny thing is, when it came out, the MSRP was $55 to $60, and people went nuts. Oh my God! It was only $25 before, and it was a year older. No, everyone went nuts, and Heaven Hill listened, and they brought the price down, and now you see it in stores for under $40.
Yep.
And that's where it should be. And it's, but honestly, at $55, it's still a
still
fantastic
worth it,
bottle.
it reminded me of when Old Forester 1920 came out.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I felt when I had that, not from a flavor profile perspective, but the release and the fact that, hey, we just had a new bourbon that is going to be readily available.
Yeah.
That makes me excited, right? I can go at any time and be like, oh, shit, I'm out. I'm go to the grocery store and there's another bottle for me.
Right.
Right? I don't have to cry over it and go, oh, man, bummer.
Yeah.
The last of that barrel pick ever.
Yep. I'll say though, if we start talking about like some of the craft distilleries, the one that I am probably the most excited about this year that we didn't just get introduced to it, we just met them.
say the weird thing.
Whiskey Acres.
Yep.
Is what it is.
Absolutely. 100%.
And their stuff, everything that they've done is great. That new Bloody Butcher is awesome. But
It is.
everything
That
they
one's
have
really
is
good.
great.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed them. I can't wait until next year when High Bank comes into the state.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about
That's
that.
what I was going to say. That's who we're going to be talking about next year is High Bank.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
go over. We'll have to figure out a way we can make a trip over and do a podcast at their place.
That
to
would be
see
cool.
them.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Austin Mabry.
Yeah, they're
Hit us
great
up.
people
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah,
He's,
Austin's right in that area, isn't he?
Yeah, Austin is. I think he's like some ambassador or something for them.
Is he?
He
For
posts
them?
like all the time. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know if he just does like tastings or if he's just like a share it guy, but he's like
So kind of like Eric.
what
with
Eric is to
Whiskey
Whiskey
Acres.
Acres.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay, so back
I'll
on
reach out to him.
one of the questions you asked earlier, but on the whiskey side, what has been some of the bourbons you've tried this year you're like super excited about and you were completely disappointed in? Not completely, but maybe it didn't live up to the hype.
Didn't hit the mark.
Because I got one specifically, which is a great bourbon, but it was way overpriced.
which one missed the mark for me? Oh man, I had a few that just didn't sit right with me, mostly because of price point.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, 2XO's getting up there on me with some of these releases that they're doing, 100 plus, like, but they're worth it. But they're like the Bardstown when Bardstown started, but the bottles are 150 plus. Like, it's so hard to just go blindly purchase that without trying it.
Right.
But like now that we've tried it, I want to get those all the time. But I had one that was, God, it was the latest Three Floyds release, the single malt.
Oh, was it the same one though?
It was not the bubble gum head.
Right,
It was their second release of,
a different beer.
yeah, it was a single malt something.
What was
it
it?
was whatever
Zombie
one.
Dust? Did they do Zombie Dust?
No, this was the whiskey.
It was
I know,
whiskey.
but did they distill
Oh, I don't
Zombie
remember.
Dust?
I
'Cause
didn't
they
even
distilled
look at the bottle.
Gumball Head before.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Huh, okay.
Maybe it was. It had the. I'll have to look at the bottle. It was the one that I got for Jen at Costco.
Right.
I was super pumped because I thought that was the one that she had that she liked, and it was a second batch of something else.
Okay. Okay.
And it started off really good, but it just was really tannicky, and it was really drying. It just kind of let me down because I was really pumped because it was like $38 at
Yeah,
Costco.
that
I was like,
would've been
this
awesome.
is
Yeah.
solid. So I bought like 4 of them because it's all they had. I was like, Jen's gonna love this. And then all of a sudden, Jen was just like, eh. I was like, all right, well, yeah,
Speaking
you're
of
not,
whiskey,
you're not
Acres
wrong.
and Eric, there he is, the man himself,
Eric
Yeah.
Jansen,
Eric
everyone.
Jansen. Welcome, good to see you,
What's up,
buddy.
buddy?
So
is our speaker even on? Because no one seems to
it
be
is. It's
here.
just really loud over there.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
good.
If I go much louder, it's got a lot of
it's
reverb
fine.
on it.
No, it's
so.
fine.
I probably got to push that button on the back of that thing because it's probably set to like low bass mode right now.
What's it need to be on?
Not low
No
bass
bass?
mode.
Not low
It's
bass.
only a switch, so like a button, so you can.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anybody else? You have something you were just
Yeah,
disappointed by this
once
year?
again, I am bitterly disappointed, as always, in the Woodford, what is it, their Master's Keep or
Masters Collection?
collection? Yeah.
Oh, that 121. That was one of my favorites of the year.
Really?
The 121 too? Oh, my God.
Maybe it wasn't that one. No,
No,
I,
the one we
look,
got on
I
the bar
just-
here. Oh man, I love it.
Yeah, I just, every time, man, with
Huh.
those Woodford releases, I'm just kind of like, because aren't those like $200 bottles? I mean,
No,
That one wasn't.
that one wasn't?
no, I think it's 130.
130?
40,
Okay,
something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think it's over $100 bottle.
And
I
that,
just
that
don't
may
think
be the
that.
case. Yeah, the dollars on it is a little high.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's like when Eric talks about the whole, Russell's Reserve 15. He says for the price, it doesn't have a long enough finish.
Right.
I don't know. I've had it one time. I loved it. I thought it was great. I'd have to try it again and kind of figure out if that's the case. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Break that bottle out.
That was
Rob.
yours.
Just give it-
We'll have to. Yeah, we'll definitely do it.
yeah.
What do you think, Will? Do you have any that you were kind of disappointed
I
in?
think I've gotten really fortunate this year. I really haven't had, other than that weeder.
Exactly. There's your. I was waiting for that one. That's the
But
one.
I don't even remember what that one was, to be honest. It was an off-brand. It wasn't a big like
No,
MGP one.
no, it was not. It was a spiritual French lick.
Was it?
Yep. It was a spiritual French lick. I remember it now. It
I
was
think
the.
my brain tried to forget it.
Yeah, you did. You
I was
did.
traumatized, and I was trying to. But yeah,
No
I just,
more. No
it
mas,
just
please.
missed completely on that one
Yeah,
for me.
yeah. I'll tell you. Okay, and this is going to be kind of weird because people went nuts over this bottle, but Old Forester 1924 hit flat for me.
Totally flat.
it was
man.
it was a good pour if it was a $60 bottle,
It was a
but it's a
disappointment.
$120 bottle and it's twice the price of 1920. That's twice as good,
Yeah.
and it's just like I'm sorry, it's good pour. If you've not tried it, you got to try it. We do still have some at the bar, but it definitely hit a little flat for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I totally forgot.
Especially
that
for
was
Old
from this year.
Forester, because Old Forester kills it every time.
Oh,
It
their
seems like
single barrel rise and all that. We've loved them.
every single barrel I've had. of
Yeah.
it. Well, they've all been good. There's some that are bangers, but they're all good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Some
like we
of
said
them-
earlier, those Old Forester barrel picks just we didn't. I don't think we got a bad one.
No,
No.
I
This
don't think
whole
we
year.
did. No. Well,
kinda
most of
gone-
them are over 130 proof.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've kind of gone buck wild
Yeah.
on those here lately.
We're high proof guys, so that's right up our wheelhouse. What about you, Mike? You got anything?
What was the question?
Oh yeah, he already talked about the 2XO.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
right. The 2X. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 2XO.
Yeah, my bad. Yep. See, now it's starting to kick in. I'm through some whiskey and
Starting to mellow out a little
yeah,
bit.
I'm
Yep,
getting
yep.
there. I'm getting there.
Scott's back, everybody.
I'm back.
Anyways,
Yeah, we won't shut out the catchphrase from me last night.
catchphrase.
All right, so what else?
Oh man, I'm sure we're going to talk about more before the end of the year, so stay tuned for that. We have a couple
Yeah.
more episodes before the end of the year.
Well, and it'll be good to get Will Breeden's content on
That's
this
true,
too, because
yeah.
he tries a lot more shit than we get to.
I was gonna say, I don't know that he drinks any more than any of us, but he definitely tries
I was gonna
more.
say,
Yeah.
he's definitely got a wider variety.
I
of
mean,
stuff
it's so
pick
hard to
from.
like pinpoint any, like it's all personal preference for us, right? And like that's how it should
It
be
is.
anyways, but like there's so many other like craft things, and like still Austin's pumping out some crazy stuff right now. Like
Hey,
stuff
let's not
that,
forget brain beer.
Brain beer.
don't forget the brain beer.
Man,
yeah.
that shit sat with us for like 3
Oh.
hours with the aftertaste. I was like
yeah.
smoking
It was.
I'm so sad I missed
hot
that.
boxing cigars and slamming bourbon just to try and get that flavor out of my mouth.
Hey, Will Breeden, Mike wants one of those cans.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take the other one. I'll
Shout
take
out
the
to
other
Will.
one.
He's
Shout
with
out,
family
Will.
Yeah, it's
today.
like,
Yeah,
hey,
make
this
it
is
here,
this
so.
has got a terrible aftertaste. Try it.
Yeah.
It was so funny. We gave a pour of that to Tam, and Tam's like, "Man, this is one of the best stouts I've ever had." And then we told her it's brain beer. She didn't take a single
she-
drink after that.
Yeah, she was done at that
It sat on
point.
the table and expired.
It did. It had a very weird aftertaste.
Well, I mean, other than that, like I'm sure we're gonna try more stuff before the end of the year, and I think
Yeah.
we may change some things because we got a couple bottle shares coming up, and I mean, I love Michter's stuff. I'm always gonna be
do
a
too.
fan of the 20. If I can ever get my hands on another bottle, I'm always a fan of the 10.
Yep.
So if Mike's on anybody's Christmas list,
Yeah, I wear a size Michter's 20. I enjoy a lot of the Michter
I just
stuff.
wish I could get a bottle of barrel proof rye. Like I used to be able to buy that all the
Yeah.
time. It's
Well,
you
I'm gonna
cannot
go
get
down
it.
to the distillery and see if I can't get some bottles this week because I got a couple trips back and forth, so I'll see if I can get you a bottle.
You're going to Kentucky again? Huh? How about that?
Imagine that.
imagine that.
Wow, I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I was there 5 days last week.
Hey,
and
let's
there
talk
3
about
next
other
week.
things that were really frustrating this year because I am so pissed off about the new version of iOS for my phone.
Oh yeah, it's like Android.
Oh, the new
The new operating system, the new
Yeah.
update. Yeah, it's
I haven't
a bag
noticed
of,
a
it's a total
huge
bag of
difference
dicks.
for me.
I hate it.
Massive bag of dicks.
Satchel of Richards.
Yes,
We are
Satchel
live.
Richards for sure. Yep.
What do you not like about it?
Well, for one, it makes me feel like a 5-year-old. They've like cartoonized a bunch of shit, and
Oh,
like
did
when
they?
you go and hit, the thumbs up and all that stuff on like a text, it comes up and it's like multicolored and it's like bubble letters.
Very
and I'm
childish.
going, okay, well, I guess I'm going back to kindergarten. That's awesome. Thank you for that.
Keep it in the line.
Yeah, they they screwed up my stocks when you swipe right so that you can see like news and stocks and all that, and like my stock stuff is all jacked up the way that it shows. I mean, it's all these little things.
Yeah.
And I keep finding them, and I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks too. Oh yeah, wait, that also sucks.
I did
it's-
have to do some reprogramming on the swipe right screen. I had to reprogram that because it did show up a little
We're not
odd.
talking about your
but now
Tinder
it's
right
going
now.
good.
We're talking about
No.
Hey, I need some whiskey. We still drinking more? I'm
you
okay
wanna
with
flip
that.
to this one?
Let's
Sure,
move to
I'll
the
take
mat.
it.
Pass the one
Yeah.
down that way.
I'll-
Go ahead.
I need to
Yep.
finish this
All
one
right, I'll take
first.
that.
I couldn't remember which one that was. I was going to read the label real quick.
Yeah, I'm
Gosh,
not
what are some
One
of
of
the
the
things
small
this
batch
year?
Oh yeah, there we
I'm
go.
going to talk
Okay.
about this one real quick.
What's that?
While he's cracking it open.
Oh yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. I don't know the details on. You have to look it up on the proof. I think it's like 129 or
Yeah,
something
I
like
don't
that.
remember.
So 133.
133. Okay, so that is the one from Bourbon 30, Jay Mattingly. It's down right next door to Buffalo Trace. Cool experience. If you want to go down there, you can actually blend your own bottle with hundreds of barrels they have. You can blend it yourself, create a crazy profile. I think it's around $160 to do the whole thing, somewhere in that range. But you get a bottle with that whole thing, and then you can buy additional bottles if you want to. This is one that the Indiana Small Batch guys did,
Yeah, let me look it up. I'll find out.
It's really, really good process. It's so this one's a light whiskey. So light whiskey is just basically similar to bourbon, but doesn't follow the rules of bourbon. I think is right.
It's more like, hey, we're going to almost make bourbon, but we're going to...
Yeah, but it's not going to maybe go into a new oak barrel or whatever. It's there's different rules to it. It's just light whiskey. But this one's been finished in a cognac or a rum barrels.
Rum barrels.
So it gives you those nice pina colada kind of notes to it.
So does anybody have any final notes on the amber corn? Not the amber.
Yeah, it's amber
That's
corn.
amber corn.
Yeah,
I love that amber corn.
I do
That's
too.
really, really good.
Yeah.
Nice grain backing to it without being over the top.
Shout out to the boys at CIBS, Jeremy Cheshire and the guys over there, Central Indiana Bourbon Society. Great first pick for them.
Yeah.
They did a really
oh,
good
that's right.
job.
That was their very first
Their
club
very
pick.
first pick, yeah.
Well, good
And
pallets over there.
He hand delivered that one for the podcast while we were filming that last
Nice.
time.
Oh, that's
We were on
right.
the
That's
patio.
right. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
He hand delivered that one. So shout out. That was awesome.
Speaking of the...
Man, I get a little bit of cinnamon on this one, too.
I thought I got cinnamon quite a bit. Yeah, more than a little. Yep, but not like the sharpness, more like the candied, like the cinnamon disc kind of. So
On
I think
that
it's
one
got
there?
that. Yeah, because I think it's got the sweetness to it.
Sweetness from that rum barrel. Yeah.
Yeah. So it probably would have been almost too sharp on the cinnamon without the rum barrel
Might be
finish
right.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at 133 proof, I kind of tipped that bottle a little.
Well, we
little
had
heavy, so.
we had another one.
Me
what was
too.
the Old Forester?
It was one of the picks.
Yeah,
barrel pick
yeah.
that was in the smaller bottle. That was also
Oh, the
finished in rum
117
barrel.
The
series.
117s
Yeah,
are always
yep,
good,
yep.
man.
And we really like that one too.
I
Yeah.
missed out on that one today. I got my Black Friday email from Old Forester this morning, and
I saw that.
I did too.
I pulled up the webpage at like 9:30, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll just put you in a queue, and then at 10 o'clock when it goes live, we'll let you know when you can purchase." And then I look at my phone at like 10:45, and it's like, "Oh, well,
Sold out.
I'm not in queue anymore."
Oh, yeah.
And then you go through the list. You're like, oh, click. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we don't ship to your state.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I know.
Indiana.
Well, that was like when the when you sent us that link
Oh, to the Old Commonwealth.
to Old Commonwealth.
Yeah.
And I clicked on it 5 minutes later, and it was like sold out. And I was like, "Oh, thanks, Mike."
Yeah.
So I just noticed this. It's getting pretty full in here.
Yes, it
Good
is.
crowd right now. I know I cannot remember this gentleman's name, but Dr. Johnston, one of your people sitting at the bar right now. Okay, the Penguins.
Yeah.
Forget them.
God, what an ugly jersey.
Penguins, that's terrible. Oh, look at that.
That's why he's
I
sitting
mean,
by
he's all
himself.
Pittsburgh out. What? You got like a tattoo of the Steelers on your ass? I mean, look at this. He's got the Pirates hat. He's got the Penguins jersey. Man.
No, that's a Penguins hat, I think, too.
Is
Isn't
it Penguins?
It's
I thought it
Penguins.
was. Is it Pens? Okay.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's a Pens fan. He threw
Oh,
a freaking
man.
sticker on my Jeep with a Penguins on it. I had to stick it. God, what a jerk.
Wow.
By the
Wow.
way, I've got a gift for you that this guy brought you.
Well, until now, I'm taking it back now.
I might have modified it just slightly.
Did you?
Yeah,
That's
I
on you.
added some decals to it.
Okay.
Lisa's
Uh-oh.
got some information.
Uh-oh. So this J-Mount is
Yeah.
it's a 3-barrel blend, and 2 were toasted. And I do remember that much, and I'm trying to find out what those 3 barrels were. I don't remember.
And by the way, who we were just talking to, that's Wes Clark, Wes and Shanna. They're getting married this next year.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
congratulations to them. Yep. Even though he's a Penguins fan, he still found some woman that loves him. That's
Yep,
great.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It's hard.
That's very
The good
difficult.
very
ones
hard.
overlook
Yeah.
your downfalls.
I mean,
And
Scott
love
did it
you for
years
who you
ago,
are, you know?
so he got somebody that likes a Penguins fan. So, I mean, there are 2 women out there that like Penguins fans. So,
I wish you would have got a picture of the link you just got.
I know. He's giving me crap over there already.
Look at this snow outside.
Yeah.
I
It's my
know.
favorite
It's
thing.
really coming down.
I love
That's
it.
awesome.
I love it. Anyways, so this barrel, or this batch number 4, collectively ends up being 99 corn, 1% malted barley, with a 9-year age statement. Source is MGP. Let's see. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to call it out right now. That means this is a barrel showcase because 99 corn and 1% malt.
Malted barley, yep.
Like the malt's just going to just soften it up just the tiniest little touch.
Yep.
But it's pretty much just corn whiskey.
Yeah.
And so all those flavors that you're getting is going to be a lot of the barrel.
I mean,
I
I'm
like
telling
that.
you right now, just it's I mean, you throw a cherry in this like an old fashioned.
Yeah.
It is really a nice cocktail. I mean, just on its own, tastes like a cocktail.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had this one.
133 proof cocktail.
Isn't that amazing how sweet it is with 133 proof?
Shout out Steve
I had this
for
a couple
the
weeks
info.
ago, and it shocked me. It reminded me. It triggered that Old Forester 117. But yeah, I had a couple pours of this that day, and I just didn't want anything else at the time.
It's
just
good stuff.
It's nice
I like it.
and balanced, it's sweet. The finish on it's nice and smooth. You get a little bit of that rum tickle at the end.
Yep. Do want to
Oh.
shout out to Stephanie and Josh Prine.
Yep.
Yep, they're watching.
Hey, guys.
Stephanie chatted us up, so
Nice,
appreciate
nice.
you,
Good to
all
see
you
you.
that are
Got
watching.
married
Good to
live.
see you guys on the
Yeah,
chat.
they did.
Congratulations!
They got married.
married this year at the
track?
500.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Shout out Dan Hand.
I don't know how much of it they remember.
Hey, Dan, Dan the man. Hey,
I don't remember a ton.
Another
why
thing
I
that
put
we
it
want
on
to
there.
knock on some wood here because I want to make sure it keeps going strong. But the Fuel are on a little bit of a run.
Hell yes, they
Let's
are.
go, boys.
Colin Bielek,
One timer.
one timer.
It was awesome.
Oh, that was what great shot, great game.
Great job by Goudreau in the net.
Goudreau is
He's-
playing great right now.
Yeah, he's really dialed
The
in.
new goalies.
Yeah. So I mean, they're playing really well. Hopefully, they can keep that up. They're coming home here in about a week.
Yep, a week from today.
Week from today.
Yeah, a week from today.
1 week from today,
so-
the home opener. So we had the open house.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
We were
Last
all
Monday,
that
we
go?
were all there.
I didn't go.
That's right, you weren't there.
I'm not cool.
Nope, you're not. But the
Moving on.
Fishers Event Center, very cool.
Very nice
And if you're not
job.
familiar, it's the new stadium they built right behind the IKEA off 116th Street.
Yep.
Yeah, right between 116th and
So
106th.
It's right behind, your
Restaurants,
whole
all
area, Top Golf
1933.
area,
and-
1933, everything right there. It's just south east of that.
Yeah.
They had the open house last Monday. Rob had a booth set up for the Final Third.
Yep.
You're still sponsoring the Final Third period?
Yep. We're a third period sponsor, so when you see the replay wipes, which they'll play replays from the game all third period, our logo will be up there blasting us on that, plus the ring of fire. So we'll have that going too. So yes, definitely sponsor.
We strategically bought seats behind the other team's bench so we could yell at them.
Absolutely. We're
Absolutely.
going to chirp
So-
those MFers nonstop.
So if you haven't been to a hockey game and if you've never even given hockey a thought, check it out.
Yes.
Just the tickets are very reasonable. The new stadium is awesome. It's I was actually surprised at the quality
Of everything.
of everything. The
Yeah.
seats are super comfortable. You got room. There's cup holders.
Every seat has cup
has a
holders.
good view.
Thank God.
So we are going to have to go to some of the Indie Ignite games.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I want to. Volleyball?
Yes.
Yep.
Indian Night volleyball's in the same stadium.
Yeah,
as
so-
well
Yep.
as-
And the
They
Freight,
got-
the Fishers Freight indoor football.
They got
Yes.
2 draft picks from Louisville. Shout out Anna DeBeer and Elena Scott, the libero
Nice.
and
Shout out.
front hitter.
Nice.
2 superstars. Unfortunately, they lost to Pitt on Wednesday. But I mean, Pitt's number 1 in the nation. Louisville was 3, so it was a tough match. It was a good match, but be excited. I like watching them. I think that's going to be the thing that I miss the most about working for Louisville is that I've followed these kids through their like college careers to the pros, and like I'm not going to be able to see that anymore. Like from a first person perspective, I guess. Like I'd still be able to pay attention, I guess, but
Yeah.
All right,
know,
so this
not
is,
working the games.
I want to
It's gonna
bring
be
this
different.
up because Mike will be, some sports will be on TV. He'll be like, yeah, go sports team, whatever.
He's a fan.
You're a fan. You're a closet sports fan. You're like a.
I am.
I don't
He doesn't
want
wanna
to
admit it.
that I'm a sports fan.
Yeah.
Sports fan, right? It's really weird because most
Yeah.
people are like, oh yeah, that's my team, and I mean, Penguins fans aside,
He's not listening.
exactly, yeah. But it's one of those things where it's like you're a Louisville fan.
I'm in there.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
in there,
You're
man.
actually a real deal sports fan. You just
I
don't
am.
want to admit it. You should
I
just
can't.
embrace it now.
Yeah.
Just embrace. I mean,
I
you
can't.
work in pro sports.
Come out of your sports closet.
So
Come out of your sports closet.
So starting in
That's right.
January, whenever you watch a Pacer game on TV, this guy's going to be responsible for
I'll
that.
be there.
Everything you see is his fault.
So if
Yes.
you see something you don't like on the TV, that replay sucked. Why don't
Don't
they
say
have better
something.
stuff? You just need to
That was
get
the cameraman's fault.
Get on Facebook
Mike's all the good
and,
shit.
and get Mike
Damn it, Mike.
Bother and look him up. And what the hell are you doing, man? In the third
I
period,
did.
in minute 7, you put this one, ugly chick up on the screen.
How dare you?
What were
Make sure you
thinking?
timestamp it so Mike can defend himself.
Exactly.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm still way more invested into the Mad Ants than I think the rest of the state of Indiana is.
Yeah.
Again, closet sports fan. This
Yeah.
is the G League team. They're interesting to watch. They're mostly good, and they started out well last year. This year is not going so hot, but I had volunteered to move with them to Noblesville because they're building a new place right next to HTC.
Yeah, the Noblesville Event Center.
Yeah, so I don't know who's doing their broadcast stuff or if we're going to be responsible for it, but I already told my new boss, I was like, I volunteer to go with the Mad Ants. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know what the hierarchy is going to be, but...
Well, you'll definitely have a lot smaller crew there than you will at
Oh,
Pacers.
100%. Yeah,
So-
I mean, well, like, we still staff... So tonight's Pacers, tomorrow's Mad Ants. We still staff 4 cam ops, a replay op, a bug op, and me. And then
Yeah.
What's a bug?
a bug, the score bug.
Score bug.
Yeah, like the score.
Oh, like the
Yeah,
little
yeah.
digital whatever
Yep,
overlay.
yeah, score bug, bug
Gotcha.
op.
Okay.
Graphics person.
I didn't know that.
AJT.
He just talks about like we all should know.
Right. Yeah. He's like,
Yeah,
bug
bug
op.
You idiots.
You guys are dumb.
I'm not gonna just. Oh yeah, bug op. Okay, I know what that is.
Research
Right.
what I'm into.
Yeah. Right. Right. No, what the hell is that? Come on. I do that all the time. I'm always like naming off acronyms, and I learned a long time ago when I'm presenting to people.
So this is a
I
good
only
time.
use an acronym after I've said the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is a good time to explain our From story then.
Oh my goodness.
So
Wow.
we're playing dominoes last night.
Little Mexican
And,
Mexican train,
little
huh?
Mexican train dominoes. And we're sitting around the table. We're a little giggly, having a good time. Of course, you know, things happen. And
Bottles had been
bottles
conquered.
had been drank. We opened a bottle of 2015 Machete. Great red.
That was the sediment
That
one,
was the
yep,
sediment. Yeah, it was
yep.
a three red blend of Petite Syrah and Grenache, and that thing was killer. But it's 2015, and we've had it for since 2015. And
It had legs.
it had legs from the top to the
It
bottom
had
of that
millipedes
glass.
legs.
Wow.
All
It
the
was
way
good,
up.
and then he hold it up to the light. Janelle holds it up to the light. She's like, "Ugh."
There's stuff
There was
in
like
it.
sediment. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it was a lot.
Nice.
So me and her are just like locked in. She said, "What year is this?" I said, "2015." She said, "From." I just lost it because like I knew
That was it.
I knew
That was
what
all
she
she
was
said.
asking. I knew she was asking what region it was from.
Yeah.
But my like initial response was automatically the 2000s.
Yeah. From 2015.
Yeah, she just says from and lets it hang there. From, and I'm like, from isn't a sentence.
Never broke eye
From-
contact either.
From,
She was
when?
you're just like-
No, she was like dialed
Dead
in,
serious.
and it was like, yeah, from, and just left it hanging.
From 2015.
Yeah, did we just establish this? Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah, yeah. So, like the whole rest of the night,
from
just,
So I will tell you guys, if you're listening to this and you're sober,
Sorry.
you're going,
Sorry.
yeah, that wasn't that funny.
You're not
no,
doing it right.
exactly. Yeah,
You gotta have a little
that's
liquor
true.
in you to make that funny.
You
It
do,
is
I
funny.
do.
I like it.
Yeah, it's kind of like seeing our friend Big Earl down in Floribama.
Oh, God.
He's a lot funnier when you have a little bit of liquor in
Oh,
you.
you gotta have a lot of liquor
A
in you
lot
for
of
that.
liquor in you. Yep, yep,
I
yep.
think that's what Jen said. She's like, I didn't think I'd find him funny. And then after a couple of bushwhackers,
Yeah.
he was hilarious.
Right.
Yeah, as soon as we walked in there, she was kind of Grumposaurus Rex, and then after like 2 or 3 bushwhackers, she was rolling on the floor.
Yeah, she
So
got
it was,
bushwhacked.
that was a good time.
Yeah.
I don't
She
know
got
about you
whacked
guys.
up.
This whiskey is probably the best pairing of the 3.
It's
with
making
this
me
cigar.
mad.
Oh,
It's
it's
definitely-
absolutely
It's
lifting
pairing
it up.
so good
Yep.
with a cigar.
Yep.
It's definitely warming me up on this snowy day.
Snowy,
I love
cold,
the snow.
20-degree
This
day.
is great.
Well, I was watching this game, the Boise game's on, and
Boise, Oregon State.
it's cold. It must be cold as hell there. They walk out and just all the breaths coming out. Like, oh, that wouldn't be fun playing football today.
I don't know, man. That's the best football weather.
Yeah, I mean, I guess once you get warmed up, yeah.
Yeah, it's like anybody that's a soccer, old school football fan.
Yeah.
The rain games are the funnest.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
yeah.
it's pouring down rain
All
and
the
you
mud.
can slide tackle for 15 yards.
Yeah.
You know, those are the fun
I,
games.
I always think about, I played in high school. I never played anything past high school football.
Yeah.
But I remember we had one game where we got beat 35-0 by Delta, and it probably rained 3 inches during the game.
Yeah.
Right? It just nonstop. It was nothing but 6 inches of just slop on the
Yeah.
field. But then I remember we almost beat Hamilton Southeastern, and it was like -3
Oh yeah.
with like a -15 wind chill.
wind. That's
the
They
worst,
probably
man.
would cancel that game or like
Probably,
delay
yeah.
it or something. If
That's
it
where you
happened
break
nowadays,
bones
but-
and no one knows it until after the
Dude,
game.
you just, I mean, we were just
Yeah.
freezing out there. It was just absolute. And I never
Yeah.
wore a shirt under my pads until that game.
Yeah.
And I was like, I cannot go out there without a shirt because I will get like frostbite.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it'd be bad.
Yeah.
And that was brutal, man. I mean, that was.
Wow.
Well, and
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and say this now because it was a very sad day. Congratulations, Ohio State,
Yeah.
Yeah.
on pretty
They did
much.
kick their ass.
I will say, Ohio State beat Indiana's special teams.
Yeah.
That's about what
I
that
mean-
game turned into. Yeah.
Could you imagine if they stopped that one though on 2nd and 35?
Oh, come on, that was
And
stupid.
then
Well, they got a
50 yards
stupid
to get a
penalty
first,
called
yeah.
on that didn't even wasn't a penalty. Again,
Yeah.
it wasn't a penalty.
crazy.
It wasn't that. But their special teams gave up 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay,
But
you
that's
guys
the thing
can't
is,
win.
Ohio screwed up. Like, I mean, you had 3 turnovers
Yeah.
at the goal line,
Right.
like back to back
Yeah.
from Ohio
Yeah.
State, and then they still came back.
Still can't
like,
win, yeah.
Indiana beat themselves for sure.
I will
Yeah,
say
what was it,
Ohio State
30,
played the
30 to
best.
15, 31-15?
Yeah.
Something like
Something like
yeah,
that. So, yeah, it's 15-10 game without 3 touchdowns on special teams.
Right.
And IU wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and honestly, IU came out and just absolutely punched him right in the nose.
Drove right down the
Yeah.
field and scored.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like, oh,
That was
man,
an
this could be
exciting score
scary.
too.
Well,
the
not
first,
only-
the first Indiana touchdown,
But not only that,
Football.
Yeah.
they didn't have the first. They knocked them out 3 and out before that score.
Yeah.
So I mean, defense was playing. Defense didn't play bad. They just kept getting the ball inside
Yeah.
the
I felt
red
like
zone.
You can't defend against that.
No,
Right.
No,
It's just not possible.
it's a little harder for
The
sure.
second that punter dropped the hike,
Yeah,
it just fell
Yeah.
apart.
it did.
I saw that
I
and I,
don't
was
wanna
like,
blame
I
it
would
on him,
have, I would have
but
kicked that right out of the end
morale
zone,
just-
man. Safety, they get
Yeah.
the ball back. Like that's
Yeah, I should have just thrown it, just lateraled it.
Yeah, that's-
It's
Well,
an
I
illegal
think
move.
I think we officially have run out of seats.
hell yeah.
Standing
That's
room
awesome.
only at Final Third.
That's awesome.
Not
Yeah.
to deter you from coming out. If
No,
you're listening to this.
well, and
you wanna come
it'll
out,
fade in and out all day.
Yeah.
So
$10 cover at the door.
Yeah.
There's some homeless guy collecting.
PayPal, Mike both.
he's out there washing your windshield, watching it freeze.
The patio's still
The patio's open, but it's not warm out there
Probably
yet.
not a good time to go to the patio.
You want to feel like you're at a Bears game, the patio's open.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of,
Wow, was that not the biggest disaster you've seen?
Bears have lost
Holy
3 games
shit,
this
dude,
season
that
that
was
way.
crazy. I'm watching that and I'm like, hey, what are you? Snap the ball, and then like, game over. They have a timeout and they're in field goal range to tie the game, and they lose it like that.
They got
As-
beat by 1 point. It wasn't
Yeah.
tie the game; it was to win the game, right?
it would have been
it was
20
23-20.
23.
Yeah, 23-20. Yeah.
Oh, 23. I thought it was 21-20.
No,
So
that's
as
not-
of 12:30 today, Bears fired Matt Eberfluss,
Good.
so he's out.
the head coach.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, if you watch them play this year, they're not bad.
yeah,
They've lost a lot of games at the end on
Poorly
bad
coached.
decisions. Bad
yeah,
decisions.
decision making.
I mean, hell, that the one Hail Mary in the end zone tipped to the guy to win the game against it. I mean, they had the game won.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, it again,
You just can't do
Kept
that
it
stuff and
together.
it's
expect
not
to survive
hockey.
as a coach.
It's not hockey. I don't care anymore.
but as well as the Lions have been doing this year, I feel like they should have done better.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that also shows you
in
that
that
the Bears have a good team. They just don't know how to win.
Yeah, I mean they got the people. Like
Yeah.
you got all these hyped up players, and they're not using them to their potential. So
Same way with
We'll
the
see what
Colts.
happens, though.
Colts have some
Yeah.
talent, but they just can't win.
bye Janelle.
Where you going?
Bye Janelle.
From
From
to
Window to the wall. maybe?
bye.
yeah, yeah.
Jen's going to, or she going to the patio.
There you go. She's going to the patio. Well, you get 30 people smoking in here.
Yeah.
And
It gets smokier,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's you can't really. You can have
Nothing
as
to
many
do about
smoke
it.
eaters as you want. There's not much you can do about it. So
No. It looks
Yeah.
like it's still pretty high. It's not too cloudy in here, but it's there's a lot
Say,
of people
usually it
smoking.
starts bothering me. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bothering me today.
that's because we're in the corner.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
hiding over here.
that's true.
Yep. Yep.
We're in the VIP section.
I also thought I would feel a lot worse today. I feel pretty good for smashing 5 bottles of red yesterday.
I was to say, I feel pretty solid. Like
I think you need to learn to count. You're not good with numbers.
That's
It
true.
Was more
Was
than
there more
5
than-
it
bottles.
was more than 5.
All right, well,
bottles.
Oh, and by the way, Mike,
wow.
I did the entire test for food allergies.
Yeah,
I have less than 0% of any allergy of anything.
that's awesome. Good for you.
No, I can't figure out what the hell's wrong. It's like I eat and I get sick. I'm like, what the hell's wrong?
I'm hurting today.
You
Yeah,
had some
yeah.
dairy?
Well,
No.
I woke up
No, I
on
had
Wednesday.
dairy. We made a point to make sure that everything we cooked was Mike approved.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Which I
good.
appreciate. I'm
However,
thankful for that.
on Wednesday, I decided to just go, a little crazy.
Balls of the wall with
right?
dips.
With dips. So I made 3 different dips, and one of them I took 2 7-ounce tuna steaks.
Ooh.
And I took some aluminum foil. This was like an Alton Brown thing.
Yep.
Rolled them up and turned them into a U and kind of made them lock together a little bit.
This one's
so
for you,
that I
Dad.
could set the tuna on it in a cast iron pan. And then I put wood chips in the bottom of the pan of the cast iron. And I've got a big, industrial hood in my kitchen, so
Yeah.
it can pull the
Take some
smoke, no
smoke.
problem.
Yep.
And I smoked tuna, and then I smoked cream cheese.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tuna dip.
And did
Tuna.
smoked tuna dip. It was a Creole, man.
I bet that was good.
It was
That didn't
it
last
was
long.
so good that somebody who is somewhat lactose intolerant decided that
I
shit's
can
too good.
confirm
I
it
gotta
was
have
very
it.
So I will say there is
That was the first thing you
dairy-free
ate.
cream
It was.
cheese, and I've got some at home, but it's not the same.
No,
Right,
it doesn't
right.
mush as well as
It
like
does-
regular cream
No, actually,
cheese.
it does more.
Really?
It's a lot thinner.
I haven't used it in so long because last time it was just really weird.
I was surprised the dairy-free butter
yeah, I
wasn't
couldn't
that
tell
much
a difference.
than regular
Yeah.
country
Oh,
dog style
dairy-free
spread.
butter was
Dairy-free butter, I think, is
Yeah,
better
that
than
was
butter.
surprising.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It definitely melted better than the regular butter.
Yeah,
Because
it's a lot softer.
We left the butter on the table for the rolls.
The whole day.
The whole day, pretty much all day.
And it was
and
still
the regular
solid.
stick was like hard.
Still hard.
Yeah.
And mine was just like
And then Mike's little
melting on
wedge
the
of butter over
plate.
the side. He's like, mine's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, you just looked at it and
So
you were
the,
like,
the
it's
thing
melting.
about those little chewy things that we take that help with the gut,
The lactate.
The lactate.
yeah,
Yep.
it's a very immediate release, and it's like an immediate fix.
Yeah.
But all it does is prolong the inevitable. It just puts it off till tomorrow.
Oh, really?
delays it.
It does for me. At
fixed
least.
it for
So, like,
me, yeah.
We're walking around Meijer earlier doing dog shopping and stuff,
Turn me down just a little on my
and
headphones, please.
we were just walking through the store, and I'd throw my coat in the jacket, and I'd just walk away. Jen's like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I gotta go." Now's
gotta
the,
go.
It's,
I gotta
it's
go
now.
It's coming.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now's the time.
So you blew up the Meyer.
I did. So
Yeah,
it up.
nice,
There
nice.
you go.
yeah,
Way to go.
it was worth it.
It was worth it.
That was one of those. It was worth it.
I gotta say, man, I was really happy with how the turkey turned out. I was happy with all the sides and everything. I made cream and mushroom soup from scratch for the
green bean
for the
casserole.
green bean casserole, and it was
Which
like
that dip was crazy too.
yeah,
the-
if you like
the-
mushrooms,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love mushrooms.
yeah, so do I, and it was really
Yeah, that
mushroom.
bacon onion dip. That,
Oh, yeah,
man,
yeah.
that was killer.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was surprising. I was
So
real
we had a
happy.
good day.
It was. It was a
We had
very
a
good day.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
You always
Until the
love when you
temp
get
blew
some
away.
good food.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh
Yeah.
man, just overeat, spend time with friends and family. It's nice.
Yep.
It's good.
Yep. We even got a cigar outside
Yeah. Before it
Did
got
you?
before the
windy.
tent blew away.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the poor Janelle in the ring game.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I don't know
think she
who
lost
brought it, but
7 times. Oh, it was your
the-
daughter.
Oh, was it? It was Adele. Adele brought
Adele.
this. So she brought the ring game where it's the little rings that you
swing
hang
on
from
the
the
rope and
string
hook
and
them.
they
Oh yeah,
you get 'em
yeah.
on the
The one
hook.
that we got over there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, and they made it a drinking game, so you had to take a shot of Malibu. And it's not like Malibu's like 35 proof, so it's
You can
not.
drink a bottle of that and barely get a
Janelle-
buzz.
and
Janelle almost
does.
did.
Yeah, she does. Yes.
And last night she tried to. I mean, she could not win. I think she won once, and she lost like
7 times in a row.
7 times in a row she
But
lost.
did she really lose if she's drinking Malibu?
That's what I'm
well,
saying.
it was funny because then Liesel's getting pissed off. She's like, I think the winner should drink because she hadn't drank in
Right.
7 straight games. You
She was
know?
excited to win, but mad she wasn't getting a drink.
It should
at
be
the
like
same
2 to
time,
1
so
or
it was
something.
Back and forth.
Yeah, it should be
Yeah.
like 2 to 1.
Now, we'll
'cause,
say
like,
when we first got that game, we had a New Year's Eve party here, and we were playing that game with Adam Fox, and Adam and his buddy James were playing. And Adam's like, "I want to play you." I'm like, "All right." So we get out there, and we're pouring in Glenn's. We're pouring a little bit of bourbon in there or whatever. The last game, I'm like, "Screw it." I poured what I was thinking was like a 90 proofer. I filled it all the way to the top. You got to drink the whole thing. It's not
Right.
sipping. It's,
Right,
it's
yeah, you
chug.
gotta chug it.
It was 138 proof.
Oh, my
I think it
goodness.
was, and I crushed Adam.
You
And
might
he
as
had
well
to drink
brought
it.
the sunshine
That boy,
out for that.
boy went over and literally just kind of collapsed into a chair for 2 hours until he kind of came back. I felt so bad.
There was some power napping involved last night.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lisa went
we
down.
lost somebody for a minute.
Yep,
Power
yep.
nap, and then she
took,
came back.
She took about 20 minutes and went over and laid on the couch. But
Just
she,
a quick little power nap. Got
I
her
think
back
she
up
was
there.
in and out because it was like we'd start talking about her, and she'd be like, "I can hear you."
You'd see the thumbs
Yeah.
up pop
Yeah,
up, and
yeah.
her head would pop up.
Yeah, what was it? How many carats?
It was
3.
2.
Two.
There was
Two.
a
Or
confusion
3.
over 3, but it was only 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a little Cards Against Humanity. How
Yeah.
many carats can you
Oh yeah.
stick up your ass?
So Rob, real quick, what are we doing for the holidays? What today's
the
Black
lounge got
Friday,
going on for the
obviously. So
I was looking for it.
we're doing, there's going to be the
That's Tinder
Christmas
again.
the Christmas party on December 16th. We'll do the charcuterie bar again, like we did last
Yeah,
year.
so December 14th is the Christmas charcuterie bar. If you guys have never been here for that, you got to get out here. Isaiah's mom still does that for us. And
Awesome.
literally the entire bar
The
here
whole
is
bar,
covered in
end to end.
charcuterie. And it's not just, here's some cheese and meat.
Oh,
it's
no, this is a spread.
everything. There's
This is a spread.
There's seafood. There's all kinds of stuff on it. So that's free for customers to come in and hang out. We'll say we've had a couple that come in and grab a little cigar and sit there and eat like 5 plates of it.
JC likes free.
Share with everybody. Oh, not you, Jay. No, it's actually that's not charcuterie, buddy.
Yeah.
Wow.
There is no fish on this charcuterie board, okay?
But there is. There will be.
Oh, there
Yes.
is fish.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is
Well,
fish. Yes, yes. So that'll be the 14th. I'm sure we'll be doing some, like today is our big sale day. We're having pretty much everything's on sale here. You can come in and try all that stuff. But we will have continuing a few box sales, some discounts, stuff like that, merch sales and stuff like through the holidays. So if you're still looking and you can't get out here today, if you're still looking for some gifts for your significant other or dad, mom, whatever, you can come out here and we'll take care of you. We can get you a small humidor and some cigars, whatever you guys want. So it's a good time to get some a nice new cutter and a lighter. Those knife cutters are definitely a great gift because they're a little expensive.
The D fingerprinter 5000s.
Exactly. So I mean, there's a lot of great options for that. So yeah, we'll be doing that all year long, man.
Hey, shout out to my boy Jay Bird coming to us from down in the Orange Beach area. Just said
Yep.
hi. Thanks for watching, Jay. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's awesome,
that.
Jay.
Yep.
We miss you. We want to see you again.
Yes, we desperately want to be back down there
I think
where
we want
it's,
to make that an annual trip almost.
where it's warm. It's awesome.
It's probably
I'm cool with
65 and they have coats on down there.
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
That's
I like
all
the
right.
annual trip.
Sweatshirt, 65 and sunny on the beach. That's just fine by me.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yes.
that doesn't bother me
Yeah,
at
I'll
all.
suffer that.
Or we can be sitting inside watching snow come down.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it stopped
I
for the
love the
moment.
snow.
Yeah, it did
Oh,
stop.
we know.
I'm here for
Mr.
it.
2.5 feet of snow.
I'm here for it. I'm here for the snow, man.
Eat a
But-
dick, Mike.
Wow.
Other things
una
at the
con
lounge.
pollo.
Yeah, other things at the lounge. We do
yeah?
have
I don't
the Spencer Lee dog treats.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Up here on this top
Yeah.
shelf behind us.
Well,
Mike,
you
you
hear
wanna talk
I need
about
to get
those?
some of those.
you hear Mike talk about this a
Yeah.
lot because this is his and Jen's baby. So tell us a little bit about Spencer
Yeah,
Lee's.
Spencer Lee's freeze-dried dog treats, single ingredient things. Everything we do, we donate to a rescue, mostly Cora's Rescue Ranch in North Carolina. Make leashes and collars. Come check them out. We got one hanging up here with the Final Third logo on it. So if
Yep.
you want a custom Final Third leash, we got one of those.
Gotcha, yeah.
And we can do collars too. So come
And you're
check it
down
out.
at Metazoa quite a bit.
Yes,
as well.
actually, speaking of, I think on December 14th, actually, we'll be back at Metazoa. We have a couple events coming up. I know December 7th, we'll be in Cumberland for a Chris Kindle market for like the Irvington area. So they're shutting
cool.
down a portion of 40, and Jen will be there while I'm in.
East
We're
Washington.
going to the one in Carmel
Yes.
on Sunday, right?
We are going to the one in Carmel on Sunday. So we are going to
Yep.
the Chris Kindle Market on
Yeah.
Sunday. So if you want to come hang out with us, we're going to be out at the Carmel Chris Kindle Market on Sunday as soon as they open. And we're going to be just eating too much, drinking some glühwein.
As soon as they open, I thought we were doing a podcast first.
If you haven't
We're going to
been
go
out to
after
that,
the podcast then.
There you
Oh.
go.
if you haven't been out to that Carmel Chris Kindle Market, it's amazing.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
went,
I
we
have
went ice skating out there last year for it, and we spent the entire afternoon out there.
Absolutely.
It was amazing.
So on December 14th, Spencer Lee's, Jen and myself will be at Metazoa with the pop-up booth for the Ugly Christmas Sweater event that they're having there.
Nice.
It's from, I think, 12 to 8. But we will also be dropping off some supplies to them because we will now have Spencer Lee's in their gift shop.
Hell yeah.
So
Congratulations.
we will also have their treats and their brand of collars and leashes there, as well as some other apparel stuff. So
Cool.
check it out. We're also in talks with like DV8 and West Fork to kind of get in. We want to have something in each corner of
Yeah.
indie area. So we'd like to go to the Four Corners
And downtown.
and
West Fork would be a
downtown,
good location too for it.
Yeah, we're trying to do something in like maybe Avon area, and then something down maybe like the Mooresville area too.
Yeah.
And then get, we obviously have Metazoa now, and then here,
Yeah.
and then maybe like the Noblesville, West Fork area of like
Talk
Westfield.
to Josh. Maybe he knows a place down in Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin's
that's
a
true.
good one
Yeah,
too.
I'll reach
Yeah.
out to Josh then, because maybe we can get something in there too. So
And then also your fragrance and oil line.
Yeah. So Jackie Zycan's brand Ode to Oak. It's all whiskey based perfumes and colognes. It's
all named by her that
fragrances,
have meanings.
but
Does
they
that,
are on the
does
box.
that count as merchandise?
It is, yes.
So it's on
so
sale
it's on
today.
sale.
20%
Yes.
off.
Yeah, and it really smells good. I mean, all the stuff is great.
It's amazing.
And like Will was just saying, that she has a story behind each one. She just doesn't create. Oh, here's a vanilla lavender smell. No, she's like, this is called base camp because I was on after a bad relationship, went camping into the mountains by myself, and I broke my foot, and this scent reminds me of where I was at that time.
That one smells like toe.
Yeah, it smells like broken toe.
They all
It
smell
smells
amazing.
like gangrene.
Yeah. But she got one called Whiskey and Love.
That foot
It's
smell
really
like
nice.
cheese.
So if you need some stocking stuffers, because obviously the holidays are coming up.
Yes.
We're getting close to Christmas now.
That's a
Today's
good
the day.
idea. I didn't think
Today is the
about
day to
that.
come here. You got
Yeah.
these Eau de Oak things for stocking stuffers.
She has fragrances, beard
So many.
oils. all
Beard
kinds of-
oil,
amazing.
beard oil, beard balm.
Yeah, you got that. Or for the dog lover in your family, get them
Yeah.
some treats.
Yep.
Yeah, and
there
I'll
is
say
the,
these treats they're like he was saying, they're freeze dried, but they're all single ingredient. Well, not single ingredient, but they're
Single or two.
one or
Yeah.
two ingredients, but there's no added preservatives or anything. They're freeze dried, so they're really natural for your dog.
We've eating them on the podcast.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I have. Well, yeah, you and I did.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
had chicken.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
recommended, but I mean, like,
But they're not going
whatever.
to hurt you because
Yeah.
it's all
No,
natural
it's all
now.
natural.
Yeah.
I couldn't get myself to do the salmon.
I wouldn't do this. The
Yeah, I
salmon
wouldn't
is
do
raw,
salmon.
but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could technically.
You could.
What was it? Chicken
But
and blueberry? Or?
Chicken and blueberries.
Chicken
what
and
my
we-
dog
blueberry.
loves
we
the salmon.
tasted. Yeah,
She
so-
loves that salmon.
You know what I saw today? We were at PetSmart because what we do on Black Friday, we don't go hunting for bottles or anything else on Black Friday anymore. We go to PetSmart. We buy the dog shit. So
Yeah.
we buy all the toys that they need for Christmas. We buy treats for our family's dogs, and
So
Black
here's a
Friday is our
question.
dog day.
You guys might know this. You may not because you're probably like me and don't worry about it. But I remember back, at least when my kids were little, they always wanted to go Black Friday shopping, and we go at midnight. And you hit all the stores at midnight.
Oh, yeah.
And
Man,
I hated it,
Now
but
it's
They
all
they
don't
there
loved
really do
it.
that anymore. It's
I
not
don't know
much
if
of a thing
anybody does
anymore.
it. Yeah.
no, people are lining up on Thursday to get bottles from liquor stores.
Well, they've
and,
been
like,
having Black Friday sales for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's
like-
not the
Yeah.
same anymore. But.
Christmas has been up at stores since before Halloween.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
So we're at PetSmart earlier, and we're at the checkout line, and I see this thing, and it was a cat treat, and it was freeze-dried chicken and catnip,
Okay.
and it's just like a powder. I guess you put it in their little like catnip ball or whatever, and I was like, I could totally do that. I could freeze-dry some chicken.
So
and
do
put
they
it
have
in
like
some
little
catnip.
straws for the cats to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It comes with the toot hole. So
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
Makes hard without them.
Yeah, there's a credit card and a straw in each packet.
That's awesome. $100 bill rolled up.
Yeah.
Now, I do like the Black Friday special meme I've been seeing around on Facebook where it's this TV's $4.99 like 3 weeks before, $4.99 2 weeks before, Black Friday $6.99 marked down to $4.99.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, I think most of these sales are probably bullshit in a lot of cases.
I will.
It's not.
That's a good point too because we went over to Best Buy. Lisa was looking for something over there, and they already had their Black Friday specials out there that you could actually be buying. They had like a 48-inch TV for $79.99.
Yeah.
They had like a 75-inch for like $5.99.
Turns out,
Dude,
just a monitor.
65-inch high sense at Target's like $150.
Yeah. Now, one thing I have heard is they make those for this sale. They make those specifically for this sale. So they're not actually models that you'll be able to buy throughout the year. You can only get them during these sales. So they may not be the quality of what you
But-
can buy, but I've got one that I bought. I've had for almost 20 years.
Yeah, I'm pushing 10 on one of mine.
And it's,
So like,
it's just now starting to go
Yeah.
out. So
we were at Meijer right after my explosion, and they had a stand mixer there, KitchenAid stand mixer, marked down to like $250.
That's a pretty good deal.
Dude, those
That's
things are
good.
like $600.
yeah.
So like, Jen was like, if we were trying to buy a house right now, like I totally would have bought probably two
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It is a good time of year to find some stuff you need. I mean, hell, Amazon's been doing their Black Friday sale for a few days now, and yeah, everything's kind of on sale.
So, we've got an offer out. There's a second offer on the house on 86th Street that we. Remember the house that we offered on the first
by
day of
Daniel.
Orange Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't there when we were talking about that. Their realtor called our realtor and asked if we were still interested. The other guy apparently made a non-contingent offer that he can't
do.
find
Phil.
financing
Can't
for.
fund.
So they called us, and so we submitted a backup offer in case his contingency falls through.
Oh.
So I was like, I really need them to make a decision on like if they're going to take our offer or not, because it's Black Friday. I was like, I'm going to go buy a fridge.
Yeah.
Like, if they need a fridge, like I'll buy appliances, stick them in my garage until
yeah.
they make. Yeah, like. But now's the time. Like you buy a $6,000 fridge for $2,000. Like,
Well, whoever facilitates the Black Friday deals, we don't need more TVs. Do the like $1.99 hamburger.
Yeah.
Do grass-fed beef for $1.99.
Right.
There you go.
Do
I
some
like the sound of
steaks,
that.
some good porterhouses for $4 or something.
well, I bought 2 extra turkeys today because they were 39 cents at
Yeah.
Myers. So I
Throw
got
them in the freezer.
I got a
and you're good to go.
$7 16-pound turkey like that. I'm eating turkey next week too. Sorry,
Yeah.
like that's I'm gonna deep. I got
Well,
another
hell,
box
keep it
of
until
oil,
the first
like-
of the year.
Yeah.
There's food for the rest of the week, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah. So
Mike's got to feed his tryptophan fix.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's the other thing too is like today is Black Friday, so everyone's doing Black Friday sales. Tomorrow is Small Business Saturday,
Yes.
so get out to your local businesses, and most small businesses are going to be doing stuff on Saturday.
Jay
Come
agrees.
out, go out and do it. Come out here. I know Larry at Maduro on Main always does some
he's got
small
a table.
business Saturday
Yeah, he's
stuff.
got a table that'll have discounts on. I think we
but-
should go by there tomorrow.
That would be good. Yeah.
Buy a couple shirts,
I like
maybe a
that.
jacket or
I'll have to
something.
go see if I can get over there during the day.
I don't have
We'll
to be
see.
at Gamebridge till 2 tomorrow, so maybe we'll go take an early trip over to Maduro tomorrow and
Yeah, that'd be good.
see Larry.
Yeah, that would actually be kind of fun. Maybe we can see if Larry would want to get on the podcast with us sometime.
Absolutely.
Yeah, see if he'll want to get on there.
His back room's really nice. Like we
It
could
is.
set up back there with him.
We could.
like before he opens one day. And
It's got to be a day where he's not expecting customers.
what's his? Do you
'cause
remember his hour? When does he open?
I don't know. I know he changed them. I think he's open a little bit later, but I'm not sure what his hours are.
So maybe we try to go in there one day before he opens.
Get
Yeah.
there at 10 o'clock or
Yeah,
something.
and
Yeah.
we just
record
do
a
an early
podcast.
show with
Yeah,
him.
do an early show.
Larry, if you're listening, you're not listening to this, but if you are listening to this,
You should be.
please.
He's probably working.
He's probably working.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
definitely on Black Friday.
Shout out Larry at Maduro on Main.
Yeah.
Go see him.
But
That's
I
where
mean,
Scott got his
just
galley
your
at.
local, any of your local, brick and mortars you got in your towns, just go in there. This time of year, a lot of businesses, this is what makes them for the year. This whole month, but definitely this weekend is what sets them over. That's why it's called Black
100%,
Friday.
yeah.
Because these sales at like the big box stores and stuff sets them up for the holiday season.
Bring
If they have a
cash.
bad Black Friday, their holiday season is shot.
Yeah.
So get out there and support your local people, because if you don't support them, you're only buying online.
Right.
They're not going to be in business very long.
Like Final Third Cigar.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
come buy some apparel.
Maduro on Main is open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 8 p.m.
11 day. Okay, so he kept it all the way through. So good. So he opens
Yeah.
he opens earlier than us on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for sure. So that's good.
Come by Final Third tomorrow on Small Business Saturday. Just hang out.
Yeah.
Buy some stuff.
Yeah.
Help out.
That's one thing Larry does a good job of, is he's got some really good, nice higher end shirts, higher end jackets, the nice different kinds of shirts. He's got
Dude,
some
he's got some
scallies,
great
but
hats.
he's also
Great
got a
hats.
lot of the
I've got an idea. So
Guyabaras.
we've got our internal Christmas party coming up soon on December 16th for our
Which I want
group.
to talk about a little bit.
So we should wear jackets to them.
yeah.
What if we go buy a jacket and then that's our attire for that? Because
Smoking
the attire
jackets.
for Del Frisco's is a little
You
more
want to be a
than
little
Fox
bit more.
Garden.
Yeah.
So we do have to wear.
Can you wear jeans?
Oh, I can't wear
You
my
can.
inappropriate
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, jeans are fine.
Because I don't have any dress pants anymore.
As your base shirt.
I'll wear jeans,
Okay,
but
good.
jeans and a button up. It's
Yeah,
amazing to me.
button up
I go into executive meetings with very large corporations, and jeans and a button up, a lot of times untucked.
Yeah.
And then a sport coat. That's now considered
That's business casual
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, executive meetings. You're thinking suit, tie, all that. If you show up in a suit and tie, you're going to be way overdressed.
Yeah.
So I do want to shout out real quick this customer that's walking around with a flight.
Shout out
now
Ari.
Available at Final Third.
There we
His
go.
shirt
Ari got
says
a flight.
Introverted, but well-discussed bourbon.
I like it.
It's a good
I like
shirt.
it.
So we'll have to talk with Ari soon. We'll get him out here on the show at some point too, because he started the pairing app called Lick, L-I-Q.
Yeah,
right. I forgot about
Which was formerly just a website, now is an app that you can get on the App Store for iOS and Android.
Yeah.
So what it is basically it's a pairing app where you can input and share like tasting notes and
Take your own notes
yeah,
down,
It's
all
just
that.
a virtual tasting that you can do with like a group of friends through an app. I think we should talk with them about getting on some reciprocity there. Maybe we'll get our
something
logo
out,
on the
yeah.
app and we start using
We
the
could
app
do a
for
Final
our
Third
pairings.
pairing
Yeah.
on
You
their
can
app.
do a pairing of the month.
Yeah.
and
And then
advertise
throw it
that
on the app. Because he
That's a good
can
idea.
separate it out into like a group, and then it would be like the final third pairing on the app, so they could see what is
Yeah.
the pairing here,
a
which
good
could
idea. We'll
also
talk
bring
to him
in
before
more
he
people
leaves.
here. So this
Yeah.
is a good idea.
So as you mentioned, we're going to have our dinner. We're going to Del Frisco's
Frisco's.
Double Eagle.
Double Eagle.
Pretty pumped about that. Haven't been since I went in Vegas. And
That's the only time I've been is in Vegas.
It's quite an experience.
Yeah.
Great wine list. I mean, the menu looks incredible. Really excited about that. But as we get into the holiday season, you know, everybody gets together and does these holiday parties.
Yeah.
And you also typically have like work holiday parties.
Sure.
You guys ever you ever had a work holiday party and you saw the person, you're like, they're not going to be working for us come Monday.
Yeah.
Anybody
yeah.
got good stories there? I've seen where it's like, you know, some
I usually
couples
don't get
drink a little
invited.
too much and suddenly your coworker starts looking real good and I've seen some
No.
Go to the
some
copier
pairing
room,
off
is that what you're talking
happen.
about?
I've seen some of that stuff go down and it's like, oh man. Well, I
don't.
can see something happening here.
I don't have any good stories there because most of the time, like the Christmas parties that I've been to were with like the University of Louisville broadcast crew, and like, I mean, we used to just after like a big game, we would have a pour, we'd have a dram or something, we'd share a celebration, and then we would go to like Bear Nose or something for our Christmas party and just have some beers and some pizza. And
So did you,
You know
guys have?
why?
Did you guys have the pocket squares? Everyone.
Yeah, I
had?
was gonna say there's a reason that they don't pair off.
Yeah.
You're a fucking nerd, and nobody likes you.
shout out Dr. J.
Yeah. So I work in the beer industry.
Oh, there's got to be stories here.
A little bit. So a lot of our Christmas
That's
parties
called
were
Tuesday.
smaller.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is how we met Liesel.
Yeah.
So, no, this was before. But there were quite a few people that would get a little too live-aided at the open bar.
Love it.
And would either end up in skirmishes, should we say,
Ooh,
or a little bit of issues with they get into it with their significant other,
Oh,
or
man.
whether they've drank too much or whether they're acting inappropriate at the venue.
Yeah.
So
You love it when it's your spouse too. You're like, this is a work event. Stop embarrassing me. And
Yeah.
the spouse is like, I'm not that drunk. I'm fine. I gotta get another martini.
yeah. So yeah, there's been quite a few over exuberant.
There you
outings.
go. Over exuberant. I like
Jay
that.
says what happens at Christmas parties stays at the Christmas
No,
party.
it doesn't. It goes on the website. It goes in
absolutely
the
goes
chat forum.
everywhere.
It does not.
Yes, it does.
We're in the world of
Newsletter.
social media,
It goes
guys.
straight to,
Yeah.
people
it
get
goes straight
Sorry,
to
Jay
HR.
does not stay at the party. We all wish it did. We all walk in, the walk of shame. Oh, it's the super drunk one at the company Christmas party.
The following year,
Yeah.
they come solo.
Right.
Where
right.
there's a show I've just got done watching, Madam Secretary. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a
That's a
great
great
show. But at the end there, they're talking about the son Jason, and he posted because he's always kind of like a little bit different in his political beliefs than what his mom is, and she's the president at this time at the end. And he posts out something that's kind of controversial, and then he has a half-hearted apology. Basically says, I'm really sorry about this, but, and then he goes off again. And it was so funny because the speaker, I can't remember who it was, but one of the guys said, it's really cool because in 10 years no one will remember this, except for the fact that it's on the internet, and everyone will always remember this.
Yes. Yes.
That's where we
Love
are
it.
now.
Yeah.
Everything's on the internet.
Yeah, I love it. Pass
Yeah.
me my crown heads over
So
there,
if
Scott.
you're going to your company Christmas party,
Take pictures.
Yeah, well there you go. Take pictures
Or video.
Send it to
Or
us.
video.
If you got a great story, share it in the chat. We'd love to to read that.
Yes, please. Share your
and know
story
what's-
with us.
What's going on out there? Maybe don't be the drunk one,
Yeah.
or do and just own it.
Yeah.
I bet Jay's got some Christmas
Oh, yeah.
stories. Tell us your Christmas story,
I
Jay.
like
Yeah.
I like to party. That's it. So
Yeah.
there's no problem with that.
No.
Yep.
Jay,
No.
share your Christmas story. We'll read it out.
Yeah. I'm sure Jay's probably got some stories. He's a good dude. Yep. I gotta get a cutter. I don't
Here,
know.
here you go.
Oh, I like this one. I'm
got
gonna get this one right here.
Oh, my. Yeah.
Hey, I like your cutter, but I really like this.
He likes
one.
the straight
This
cut.
one's the
They're
straight
straight
cut.
on the
Yeah,
back.
straight on. But I really like it's.
I do happen to like yours better because it has the wood grain on the sides.
Right,
That one
right.
gets really slippery after you've had maybe.
Well, hey, lucky for you,
drink or
20%
two.
off on
A
all
couple.
accessories today.
True.
I don't have that cutter anymore, though.
You don't carry this one anymore?
Nah, it never sold, so I just never brought it back.
That's so
Man,
sad.
Never
that is
sold,
sad, 'cause-
yet I bought one.
And I bought one. And
Well,
mine
you're
was,
the two.
Mine was like crazy expensive. The wood.
Yours was an extra
Yeah.
20
yeah,
bucks for
extra
the wood.
20 bucks
Yeah.
on that just to get wood. Isn't that always what it is? $20 to get
Hey,
wood.
$20 for wood.
Once
Hey,
you
no,
like gas
no
station
money was
water bills.
exchanged.
No. Well, a little bit of money.
Well,
A little bit of money.
hey.
But he was getting it, not laying it.
Oh, that's true.
So it's different.
I guess
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
difference.
It's okay.
All right, well, I need
Shout
something
out
else to drink.
The pipe layers from last time.
Oh, God.
Which one you want?
That was crazy.
You want some more of that?
Let's go back. Yeah, I'll get a little bit more of that one. That was funny.
Yeah,
That
you
was
got to get
another
liquored
really
up
good one.
before you head down to
Like
your
wire
I know.
sponsor.
work.
Right. You got a game today.
I do have a game today.
What game? Where are you going?
Pacers tonight, baby.
Oh, you got a Pacer game tonight.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So you're already working for them a little bit.
I mean, I'm still freelancing.
Are ya?
I'm freelancing through the end of the year, and then I don't have my official start date yet, but I would assume that it's probably the 6th,
Yeah.
that Monday of the second week, because the first week is New Year's and the offices are closed the
Right.
first through the
Yeah.
3rd or whatever, and then it's Saturday, Sunday. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be the 6th. So that's just what I'm.
So
I'm aiming for.
do we know who is actually broadcasting for the fuel?
No. Well, it's going to be under Tupelo still, so they're still.
Are you still with Tupelo at all?
Yeah, so I actually
Okay.
got asked to work the first game on the, what is it, the 5th?
The
Or
6th.
Yeah, so I got asked to work that game, but it's volleyball championships that weekend, so semifinals are the 6th and the 7th, and then the championship is December 22nd. So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah. But I would have loved to work the first game there.
That'd
but
be cool.
That would have been awesome.
It was, this was one of those previous commitment things that I can't, I'm leaving Louisville, so I had to finish out my year there.
Yeah,
so.
you could talk to the camera guys and be like, hey, look at section 113, right around row 14.
I'll text the guys that I know working it, and I'll make sure they get you up there, or at least on the broadcast, because
There you go.
that game will actually be broadcast. I guess Bali. I don't know what network is carrying the
Those
hockey
guys
stuff.
suck.
Yeah, so
Although they're
Yeah.
not quite as bad as Flow Sport.
Right. Flow Sports. This game brought to you by Flow Sports. You can catch
Buffering.
and the things and
Now Utah did a great job.
I agree.
Did they? Good.
Yeah, their broadcast was actually
Their
really, really
broadcast
good.
was the best one I've
Actually, I
seen.
saw people talking about that on the Facebook page.
Were they?
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
Fuel fan
Complimenting,
page.
yeah.
Yeah, they were commenting on the broadcast
Yeah,
from Utah.
so they played last night and won. No,
Night
night
before.
before last,
Yeah.
Wednesday. They play tonight again, and then they play on Saturdays. They're a 3-game stint in Utah. So,
First time in 6 years. They
yeah.
played Utah.
They're,
So-
they're there for like a
pretty
week.
excited about that trip,
Yeah.
too. They were
Yeah,
looking
they
forward
were.
to it.
Well, I think we talked about this when we were watching the game on Wednesday. It looked like they got really kind of jacked up by being at the open house and kudos to the Fuel organization. They had all the players at the open house.
Yes,
I haven't
they
seen
did.
that before. That was really
Yeah.
cool. They were signing autographs. They were walking out and talking with everybody. And
Every
the
one
coach
of them
was
signed up
there.
for the humidor.
Right, they all signed up for the Final Third email and the humidor. It was a great event, and it was a great way to meet the boys, and I think they got excited
They did.
about
Yeah,
what's
I
to
think
come.
that kind of stepped it up because I don't think they expected it to be that overwhelming when they showed up.
Yeah.
There looked like there was a lot of people there.
Well,
yeah.
with talking with the boys when they were here, they said they finally got to do a kind of a tour of the locker room, and they're so excited about the locker room. They said this is
I'm
like
sure
a
it's a
professional
huge-
locker
yeah,
room.
it's
It's
improvement.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
They didn't have that open for us to see, but that's okay.
Yeah, they said they're
I've
going
never
to
seen
do
it
that
at some
sometime
point.
during the season.
Maybe that's where we'll do our podcast from.
It'd be kind of
the
fun.
locker room.
The locker room.
Locker room.
Maybe not during a game, but
Yeah.
we still got to get out there for a live event during a game. And
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they've
So I don't know
got
if you saw the post the fuel put out for yesterday on Thanksgiving.
I didn't.
I don't know if they were practicing or what it was, but Joe, I can't remember his last name.
Verbatic.
Thank you. I can never pronounce that. He was laying asleep against the net, in the net, laying there asleep. I'm like, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Turkey Day hangover, baby.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Tryptophan coma.
you get that win on Wednesday, and you know you don't have to play again until Friday. And you're like, yep, we're in Utah. Let's go out to the bars. They close in 10 minutes,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Yeah, because you're in Utah.
That's true.
That's great.
Although Wednesday night, they probably were open later because that
They
is
might
the
have
biggest
been.
drinking day of the year.
Well,
So,
yeah, the day before Thanksgiving.
Blackout
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Blackout Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I
Man,
never
what
knew
a-
that was I never realized that was a thing. I guess I just never did it. And
When you know you have to deal with family the whole next day.
I get
you
why.
really want to tie one on the night before to
I
kind of
definitely get why.
Pre-game.
Is that
Man.
like so you can have an excuse, like you're all hungover, and then somebody just gets on your nerves, and you're like, "Listen, asshole."
Yeah.
And you get to go, "Oh, sorry, I'm just hungover."
hungover, yeah.
It's like an excuse.
Excuse, yes, yeah.
You get your free get out of
I'm
jail.
not
Well,
Player
responsible for
hangover
what that
card.
Mike said.
I think a lot of it's also you people live all over the country and all over the world, and they come home to visit family. And then the night before, they go out and hang out with friends. So they go just find a local bar to go hang out and have drinks with friends they haven't seen for the whole year.
Or, it could be your old stomping grounds from when
Yes.
you were growing up
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
You go back and visit old friends. I know my high school had their, 25th reunion or whatever.
That day.
They did it at B-Dubs
Hey, Chloe.
on Blackout Wednesday. And there were quite a few people that showed up there. I couldn't make it because we had, we were at your house.
Right,
We had
right.
prior engagements, but, they posted pictures and everything of all hanging out. It looked like they had a great time. Big, conglomerate of people there from all different, groups.
I like doing it, man. Like, I love my family. I like hanging out with my family, but, it's such a chore because you got to go to, 3 different houses, and we got the dogs that we got to take everywhere, and it's just like,
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm getting to the point now to where, like, I would just rather stay home, spend time with my friends, and just,
Yeah.
Be a part of, our community that we've built here. Like,
It's kind of funny too
nice.
because, it's always been called Thanksgiving, obviously, but everyone's now starting to say, "Oh, we're having a Friendsgiving."
Yeah.
Everyone has a Friendsgiving. I'm like, it kind of is the same thing. It should be the same thing.
It is.
It's like you hang out with the people you care about.
Well, they always say that your friends are the family you create for yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
And,
the ones you choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep,
It's our family.
it is.
We got a good family.
We got.
Oh, yeah.
We've been really blessed this year.
Yeah. It's been
Yeah.
a good year.
Yeah, it has. It has.
I know we've been around for a couple years, but it's been a good couple years.
So
It
now
just kinda
we're
moved.
officially in the Christmas season.
We are.
Even though shops have been in the Christmas season since July.
Yeah.
What are you guys excited about coming up in the with the holidays coming up now?
Oh, I'm ready
Christmas?
to listen to Mariah Carey 17 times.
Oh,
All I want for Christmas
Look.
is you.
I will say we went and saw the Trans-Siberian Orchestra last year at Gamebridge for the first
Oh,
time.
cool.
Like ever saw them.
yeah.
It's a really good
It's a
show
good show.
Yeah.
to see one time.
Yeah.
It literally doesn't change.
I have that playing at home when we're just hanging out through the
It's great.
December.
It's also great when you
Random.
can not listen to it because it's a 3-hour show and it's the same song in a different overture every freaking time.
Yeah.
And the fire is at the very end. So like these people get up that were sitting in front of us last year and they left because they realized like, oh, it's the same song. And then they start the fireworks and the
Yeah.
the flames and
Always
like,
stay till the end.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you gotta stay
Always
till
till
the end.
yeah.
But like it's the same thing over and over and over. Like,
So
Yeah.
see it one time and you're good.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good show to
Alright.
see one time because
I like
it
that
is
though. I
it is
haven't seen it.
entertaining.
I need to
it's
put it
worth
on my
going
list
to
and
see.
go see it.
Now Scott's excited about Mariah singing Christmas songs.
Yeah.
I'm excited about seeing Mariah on New Year's Eve when she gets so drunk she can't put a sentence together.
That is pretty funny.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious. You could just see the cameras trying to pan away and she won't let them. It's great.
Yeah. Now, we did something. So we got our Christmas tree up like a week and a half before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's about when we got ours here.
And then yesterday, like after we were done eating and everybody's just kind of sitting around, and let's be honest, nobody wanted to watch Dallas and Giants.
Yeah.
Ugh, terrible. But we started playing Christmas movies. And somebody's like, it's not Christmas, it's Thanksgiving. I said, yeah, but here's what you do. You watch those Christmas movies and everything Thanksgiving, because by the time Christmas Day hits, You're like, I'm done.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. Christmas is over. Okay,
Yeah.
the kids, you know, if you got kids and they wake up and they're all excited and Santa came and we got our presents and everything and, you know, now they're playing with the boxes. And the last thing I want to do at that point is listen to Christmas music or watch Christmas movies. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've just had 30 days of this shit.
Yeah, let's
and
tear
I'm
it down.
done.
Tear it down.
It's like, why don't we spend Christmas afternoon taking the tree down?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just get that done and out of the way, right?
Now, I will say shout out to Lisa and Chloe. They did a great job of decorating
it's
the place.
beautiful in here. You got a lot of compliments,
nice job,
too. A lot
yeah.
of people have been talking about it.
Well,
so
come check it out.
Lisa always gives me crap on this because when we first opened up, I told her she was wanting to add all this greenery and stuff. I'm like, it's a cigar lounge. We don't need a bunch of greenery. And we've had more compliments on the greenery and the decorations. I'm like, you just do your thing, baby. You're fine.
Yep.
Let's show you.
I'll show
It's like she
you.
knows what's going on.
Yeah,
She
shut
does.
up, Rob.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to pass that Madeline bottle?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of which, we've everybody. Rob has finished their first cigar. So Rob, why don't you tell
Yeah.
us about what the second cigar is?
Yeah,
They've
so
already
this
lit up
is
here.
actually, and we still have some of these. I'll tell you what, man, if you haven't got these, you should come in and get them. There are boxes of 12, and they're 20% off today. It's the
taking one home.
Mil DS limited edition. This is the 2023. I still have 2023s. And this is the Bellicoso
Worth it.
Mil DS special edition. It's a little bit more body than what the regular Mil DS is. But man, it's a really great cigar, and I love the Bellicosos. There's something special about them. I mean, the Bellicoso from Padron, the 26 is my favorite cigar probably of all time.
Of course.
I just like I like Bellicosos. This is one that you can actually do a nice deep V on it and get you a good draw on it.
My
Good
man.
cigar.
Yeah.
Yep.
I always go deep V on those because
Yep.
it just hits me.
Me too. Now I
Hits me
will
right.
say on the Padron, do not do a deep
Yeah,
V.
don't do that.
No, yeah, because it'll
Yeah.
just kill your
Splits.
cap.
Yeah,
and
well,
it'll
you just
split all
lose the
way.
cap. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So, it goes in, when we were doing the Cigar 101 things, like, we can recommend a cut for you, but it's all on what you want.
It's
too,
also
like-
on the cigar. I mean, every
yeah,
cigar
the cigar
is a
is
little different.
very specific on what you.
A lot of
need
companies,
to
when they
cut.
do a Bellicoso, that it's a little tight in the point because they
Right.
just kind of pinch it together. This one, I think you need to get a little deep because it is a pretty sharp point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
So,
had a few where
yeah,
I
I
take
cut
it
it a
out.
little
and-
deep.
Yeah.
I have a few where the few Bellicosas I take out and like the cap just comes with the wrapper.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, can't V that one because it's gonna rip all the way up the side.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just can't do it. So
Well, and that's a good point too. We're now getting cold. We've had a really, really long fall this year where it was beautiful weather for
Snowing
the
again.
fall.
It's just snowed.
It's snowing
buck wild
again.
again. Starting to cover the
So
cars.
now's the time to start looking at your humidor and making sure your humidity's
Yeah.
right because, this is the time where if you're a normal 65 to 69% in the summer, you might want to jump it up, especially if you have a wood
Bump it up a
humidor,
little bit, yeah.
jump it up to a 72 just to keep it in that higher 60s. I'm already raising the humidor now here. It's going to be probably closer to 67, 68% by the time we get, in the next couple of weeks. But honestly, the only reason why is because as soon as you come out here, you pull it out here, the room is sitting at 40 to 50% humidity.
Yeah.
It's going to come down a little bit.
I had to bring mine up. I checked it the other day. It was at 62, so I had to up it quite
Yeah.
a bit. But
And if you
Yeah.
don't have a humidor, come out, get some Aladino, register for the Aladino humidor.
Yes.
20% off, maybe.
Yeah.
Or you can just buy one at 20% off.
You can buy one
Yeah.
at 20%
You
off.
can. Yeah. Yeah.
We got the OD green one back
We got
here.
the green
nice
one, we got the
leather
smaller one, we got the travel kit, or travel humidors. So, yeah.
So, thinking of cigars that came out this year, I recently just tried smoking a couple cigars that I hadn't smoked in a while, and one of them that I just forgot about and just hadn't smoked it was the La Galara Jade.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great
And-
little cigar.
Man, I've smoked I think 3 of those in the past week and a half.
Yeah.
And just into night, I'm not quite ready to be done, but I don't want to sit here for another 2 hours and smoke. I don't want to keep you here, right? Because maybe it's 9 o'clock and
Hockey
you're
game's
gonna
over,
close-
Rob wants to go
hockey's-
home.
Yeah. So, that's one that I kind of like when you're smoking and you go and you revisit something. You go, holy shit, I forgot. This one is fantastic.
Yeah.
And that Jade was one. You guys got one here at all from maybe the past couple of years that you suddenly went back and went, oh man, I should have remembered about
I
that.
would say I did bounce off the Jades for a while, but I had some still in my humidor. And now that it's getting cold, because I smoke outside in my garage, because I don't smoke in the house. But I smoke in the garage. The garage isn't really insulated that well. The Jades are great because I can go out there, hit a nice half-hour cigar,
Yeah.
45-minute, hour maybe at most, and that jade is perfect for that.
Yeah.
You know, any of the small, you know, even the the little Corona style. What was the other Corona we had? Was it the
little hot
Was it
cake?
the hot cake Corona?
The half Corona, little
Half
bitty
Corona,
guy.
yeah.
It's a perfect little half-hour minimum or maximum smoke. It's great. What?
Street tacos.
Street
Street
tacos
tacos,
are great.
Man,
Street tacos.
I haven't been back to the
forever.
street tacos
Yeah.
in a while.
So same thing. Like I used to get the shorter ones, like the Jade, when I went home, because at the time my brother was not smoking cigars, so like nobody in my family smoked.
Yeah.
And then my brother started smoking cigars, so now when I go home, I have someone to smoke with.
Yeah.
But before I used to just get the tins, like the CAO tins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the regular tobacco ones, and they were enough for me to just step out, have a quick smoke, and then go back. Because nobody would want to sit outside with me in this. I'll sit outside like this. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I'm from Vermont, so like I'm gonna sit outside when it's 10 degrees and smoke
See,
a
I
cigar
work
still. I
outside
don't
every
give a
day,
shit.
so
Like,
to me this is normal.
yeah,
you know?
I don't care. Like I went outside last night and like Jim was like, "It's time to go home. It's 10:30. The dogs need to go out." I was like, "I need a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a minute. I gotta
Yeah.
sit."
Yeah,
and then I went and put the tent in the truck. I was after like 18 degrees last night. I was like, "All right, I'm good. We can go."
Yeah.
Now it's
I went
cold.
home, went out in the garage, fired
Yeah.
up the heater, sat out there, watched a few YouTube videos, and
Yeah.
had a cigar after to wind down from last night and everything.
It's a real wind down.
I kept
Said-
winding down.
Did you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Nice.
Say another one that I went back to here this last week that I hadn't smoked in a while is another La Galera, the 1936.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that one's solid.
It is, and I remember how much I loved it, and I just haven't smoked it in a while. And
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I forgot how good that cigar is. And yeah, hey Amy.
Amy, everyone.
There has been a good release of new cigars this year that have just come out that just kind of overwhelmed your normal, your go-tos.
I still like the Warhead 10 just because it's an Espinosa. Like I still really love the Warheads. Any of the Warheads, I'm gonna enjoy.
Yeah.
The
Always,
Warhead 6
yeah.
gonna always be my favorite. But the 10 was pretty solid.
10 was
10 was
amazing.
great.
The bigger rim gauge kind of threw me off a little bit, but
And the box looked cool.
The box is
I mean,
amazing.
yeah, it's hanging
I
on
still
my
have the
wall
box.
now, right?
Right.
Like,
Boxes in my living
Yeah.
room right now.
Yeah.
so I love the presentations that Espinosa puts out with
Speaking of presentations, the new one for the
yeah,
the Las Seis ORT.
ORT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
That
that one
box
better
is
than the ZDT.
amazing.
I do
Because
too,
that
'cause
one
it's
is more of
spicier.
a presentation.
Well, the ZDT.
No, I'm just talking
Presentation.
presentation wise.
Yeah.
The ZDT.
Yeah, the ZDT comes in the decanter like style.
But it's
like,
a humidor,
canister.
so it's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Right.
But people didn't
I
really
do
buy
like
a whole
that.
bundle or a box.
Yeah.
That's super cool, man.
It's-
Like
it
I love
is.
that.
It's very unique. I mean,
Yeah,
who else
I
does
obviously
that?
kept that. I mean, the box that it comes in, like it's a shipping box. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
huge box.
Yeah.
But like that thing's fantastic. I
It
like the
is.
presentation of the ORTs just because
do
they're
too.
like stood up and like it looks
And
like
it
a
kind of
spectacle.
fanned out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
you can't put that on your shelf and display that unless you have a walk-in humidor.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like
right.
you can't go home and like put that on like your shelf.
Yeah.
It's they're gonna go bad.
Right.
So I officially actually last night I had what did I smoke? It was actually my Fumino. It was my last Fuminoche. I officially had one long enough to have plume on it because it.
Yeah, you were-
I was
you
like,
were
oh my
right.
god! I was like, I had this long enough to have plume on it. It's like it was amazing. So
Plume
good.
is mold.
It's not mold.
Give me.
Actually, plume really isn't. It is technically, but it's also the oils that have kind of dried out on the surface of the tobacco.
It's a crystalline.
So you'll know the
Yeah.
difference between plume and mold. Mold will stick to your cigar, and it'll
wipe it off.
You can see it inside and stuff. But the plume, you can literally just take it and blow on it, and it will come off.
Powder
Because
off.
it's just like a
Mold,
powder.
if you wipe, it'll leave a
Yeah.
dot behind. Like,
But you're right.
It goes
It is.
into your leaf.
It is a mold, but it's not a mold that's going to bother. You can smoke it and be fine. If I'm getting one that has green mold on the end or something, like throw that shit away.
Yeah, you're gonna get sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not gonna be a good day.
No. Well, I think we need to wrap this up because I knew you got to get on the road.
Oh yeah, eventually.
Okay.
Eventually.
Well, whatever, man.
We got time. We got a couple more minutes. So.
Okay. Cool.
What else we got coming up? So this Sunday, because this is live, so now is when we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
We're going to have Drew Black on
Yeah.
from Circle City Whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about
so
that.
that'll go up, I don't know, next
Monday,
week at some
right?
point. Yeah, probably Monday.
Yeah.
But Drew Black's going to join us from Circle City Whiskey. We're going to talk about some of his new stuff, his new tasting room that he's doing.
Yeah.
He's got some big things coming. He's got a lot of great stuff that Small Batch is picking up. And yeah,
So we've had quite a bit of their small batch stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Here
So a
lately.
lot of their stuff is coming
There's
here.
some
so
on the out there for sale.
I'm hoping to bring
yeah,
some
that's,
stuff. I got to text Will and see if he can reach out to him.
The
to
Wild
bring some
Turkey
special
release
stuff.
they did, what was that, at Rural Inn that they did
Yes,
that?
I still
Yeah.
haven't got that
Yeah.
yet. I
Oh
want to
my
try some of
goodness,
that.
man.
It was
I was
good,
supposed
wasn't
to
it?
bring that today. Damn it. That's
Yeah,
what it
we'll
was.
get it
I
eventually.
forgot. Yep.
I brought some swill. That dog shit from Lee.
It's not as bad as you thought it was going to be.
Well,
It's not.
I got to give him shit.
Yeah, of course
It's
you
not
do.
that bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't, just a little sweet for me.
Yeah, it was. It was too low
Yeah.
proof.
We were talking about Whiskey Acres earlier. I was sad that we missed the Nochino release this year. 'Cause,
I know.
Distillery only. Like, would have loved to make a trip up there to get some of that because that stuff's killer.
Yeah.
And then I saw like the day before they announced that, we saw Cardinal Spirits. I was
Yeah.
like, this is a Nochino
Nochino
black
walnut is like,
Like,
okay.
what the fuck do you think Nochino is?
Yeah.
Like,
Isn't it black walnut?
It is. Yeah.
Nochino.
No Kino.
Kino.
No Kino.
Well,
I
mean,
would like
come-
to put them side by side and actually compare them because, like, I
I
had
bet
never
it's-
tried it
I bet
until
it's night and day.
it has to be.
It has to be night and day.
That's Jamie's baby.
We need
You
to
know
find
he's
a way
taking care of
to
it.
do a side by side of that.
Hey, don't you have a new barrel pick coming in, by the way?
We do.
We do.
We do.
Talk about
So-
that a little
yeah.
bit.
So Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, we're the only one that got one here this year in the state. So that's exciting.
In partner with,
In partner with Indiana Bourbon.
hell yeah.
So if you're
Shout out
looking to
Dirt.
buy a bottle, Indiana Bourbon will be dropping that hopefully in the next 2-3 weeks. I'm hoping. I mean,
Yeah.
it's bottled. It's ready to be picked up by the distributor. As soon as the distributor picks it up, they'll be able to deliver it.
Just
so
in time for a Christmas gift.
so
Are we
it
getting
should be in
coins?
time for then.
Is he doing coins for those? I saw Dirk post that.
They got
and
bands.
tag
They
us.
got the tags,
Okay,
yeah.
So there's a Indiana Bourbon and a Final Third band.
Yep,
That will go on this.
So
'cause
like
it's
metal placards
It's
on
a
them?
dual pick. It's a little different than a normal pick.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it is a Jack Daniel's pick.
It is. It came in at I think 129 proof.
Oh, love that.
Great.
So it's. I mean,
I had a Jack Daniel barrel pick rye. Eric Jansen got me the link, and I bought that bottle, and
Yeah.
it was gone. Like,
it's so good.
yeah, it was really, really tasty.
That's the thing, most people think about Jack Daniels as old number 7. It's like, oh, I'm almost going to mix it with Coke because it doesn't taste good on its own. Everything that Jack comes out, special releases or picks, are always just gold. I mean, I can't tell you a single barrel proof whiskey or rye that I've had that wasn't delicious.
Yeah.
Well, they finally opened the door, right? I mean, a couple of years ago, it was like they finally got to the point where they said, okay, this is something people really want. It's
Yep.
obviously selling. I can't imagine what all they've got to do to make Old Number 7 stay consistent and how much
Yeah.
whiskey they have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Jack Daniels. They've been around forever, right?
Well, I mean,
So-
it's kind of like if you want a Pepsi, you still, when you go up, you say, I'll have a Coke. It's the word Coke. It's like when people order a bourbon or a whiskey and a soda, they're saying, I want a Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke.
always,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it may not care if it's Jack or Coke, but they just
We
want
have
the combo.
Pepsi. I didn't ask.
Yeah, I don't
Right,
care. I don't
right.
care. Yeah.
Yeah, but they've obviously got some really good product that they've
They
been
do.
holding on to, and as they do more and more special releases and these barrel picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the
Jack
number
was
7,
not.
like-
Yeah, that was not one I would pay attention to.
Yeah.
Now I pay attention.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in that pick, Dirk will be selling those bottles. Follow Indiana Bourbon on Instagram, Facebook. He'll have those released where you can buy them. You can pick them up here because we'll be a pickup point for that. But that's going to be a bottle that I think everyone's going to want. It's
Actually,
definitely
too,
gonna be
what I
one.
saw the other day at Sam's Club it was County Line. I guess it's Greenwood. Is that Greenwood? County Line Road? Greenwood area?
Greenwood, Southport. Yeah.
Yes. Sam's had it was like a gift set, like a holiday gift set of the Jack Daniels. It was barrel proof and barrel proof rye for like 115 or something.
Oh, that's a good
Okay.
deal.
It was
Good
crazy. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's another
Like, that's
cool
a
thing
good gift
too.
set.
If you go to any of these liquor stores, like Total Wine or any Costco's going to have, everyone's going to have. This is a great time of year. If you don't have any glassware at home,
Yeah.
you can go buy you a bottle, and the MSRP of the bottle is what you're going to pay, and you're going to be able to get probably 2 or 3, 4 glasses, maybe sometimes decanters. It's really a good time of the year to find some great gift sets. And
Yeah.
I mean, your bourbon lover out there, they'll love that, man.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Love
we
it.
got Grant in the
We
house.
got Grant in the house.
Grant
Real
Mandel
Grant.
over
Not
there.
And he's
even
not flat.
Not
Yeah.
even flat
Not
Grant,
even
real
flat.
Grant.
Real Grant.
My
More
Can we get
wife's-
Grant on here?
the well-rounded
Sure.
Grant.
Yeah. Hey, Grant.
Can we fire up that microphone?
Grant, come
Get
on
Grant
over here.
Get over here, Grant.
We got
No,
a guest
the
microphone.
batteries
We talk
are
shit
dead.
about him. We
Oh,
got
the batteries are dead.
Oh,
never
never
mind.
You can
mind.
use mine. Get
Put
over
your
here.
put your
Come here,
face in
Grant.
front of the cameras. Get over here.
Put your face in here.
So this
Grant.
is Grant. You guys have all
Grant.
seen him flat. This is him rounded.
Yeah. That's
Rounded Grant.
Rounded Grant.
Yeah, he's very round.
Yep. You get done working today?
Yep, finally.
There you go.
Oh, you had to work today.
Yeah.
That sucks.
No, I just wear interstate battery all the time.
I know you do. Well, it's like him. He shows up in Monarch all the time. So
So I had a best case scenario the other day with my Jetta.
oh yeah.
I was at a Pacers game. Jetta had a rough start. So I get home. I left it outside overnight. We're going to the chiropractor the next day. I go outside. Jetta's dead.
Oh no.
Battery died.
Ugh.
It's perfect. So I couldn't ask for a better situation for
Don't
the
you love it when
Jetta
it
battery.
always happens when it's cold? That's when batteries.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
Do you
But
know-
it was the original one.
Do you
from
even know a
2017.
battery
Oh,
guy?
okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking around. We're sitting at the chiropractor, and Jen's like, "Call Grant." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, yeah, Grant."
Yeah.
So I call Grant. He's like, "Yeah, just go to Costco." It's like they got it.
Oh,
They'll
okay.
hook it up. It's cheaper than what I can get it for. I was like, hell yeah, that's cool. So I
There
went
you
there.
go.
It was like $75 cheaper than what like AutoZone has it for.
Wow.
So like,
Good when you got a guy.
yeah, I got a guy.
Yeah.
I got a guy.
I do what I can.
I'm the guy that's got a guy.
Always.
I always got a guy.
Always
So
got a guy.
this is Grant in real life.
Yes.
I'm sure everyone's been following the Flat Grant story. So
Yeah.
Yep.
This
His
is-
many
this is
adventures
real
in
life
Orange
Grant.
Beach. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I'm
we got
gonna go get me
to.
a cigar.
Yeah, do
yeah,
it.
get
do
you a
it.
smoke.
Thanks,
Good to
buddy.
see
Come
you,
hang out.
Grant. Yeah, so it's adult daycare here today.
Yes.
If you're finishing up your shopping right now, you
We're
know
here.
it's 2:00.
Here till 10. So
Yep.
come on
next,
out.
Next 8 hours.
Yeah.
Still rocking here at Final Third.
Heck
Fuel
yeah.
game will be on tonight. I'm
Yes, it
assuming.
will.
Yep.
Yep. It
Perfect.
doesn't start till 9:10 though.
Oh man, well, you
Catch
know what's
the-
gonna happen is I'm gonna
catch
go
the
home
first.
and take a nap.
Take a nap, come back.
And then
Yeah.
come back. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I would, but tonight's game is at 8, so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a late game tonight. So
Yeah, yeah.
unfortunately,
Well, we're getting to the holiday season. It's gonna be a fun one here.
Yeah.
It's been a great year.
Yeah,
We
it has.
got just a few more shows before Christmas and then into the new year. And
heck yeah.
before you know it, we'll be talking about PCA down in New Orleans. That's
Coming
gonna
fast.
be awesome.
Yep.
In April.
Yep.
We need to book a place for that.
Yeah,
by
we
the way.
got to get that figured
You
out.
got to do that now because
Do we?
they're already well.
We should've done
Airbnbs
it
might
last
not be
month.
as bad. Hotels are
Said
gonna
the
be hard.
convention hotel will be sold out. probably.
I think
Man.
it's already booked up.
We're
But
done in 5 minutes.
Hi,
My wife's
Janelle.
looking at me like, when are you going? How late are you going? I was like 5 minutes, and she's like, you're going to 5 o'clock? No, we're not going to be live for the next 2 hours, 3 hours.
No.
From, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's,
Bye.
it,
all right, yeah.
No worries.
Let's go ahead and shut her down.
all right, sounds good. Well, wishing you guys all the best for the holidays.
Yeah.
Make sure and continue to tune in here on the Final Third Podcast. You can find me at Scotty D Smokes.
You can find me at both the visuals, Spencer Lee's, and don't forget to follow the Final Third Podcast.
You can find me at Moto Photo Will on Instagram.
Yep, I'm everywhere. Final Third Cigar. So thanks a lot, guys, for listening in, and we'll do more of these lives. I mean, we're getting up to close to 150 views or podcasts now. I think.
Oh,
Maybe
we're
more
at
than that.
455 on subscribers. So
There we go.
All
This
right,
is,
so let's get
what
that up.
episode?
500.
We're at
Let's get
episode
to
130
Tell your friends
now.
about us.
So.
Make sure to like, subscribe,
do.
all that stuff. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Cheers,
Cheers,
guys.
everybody.